We're here.
I wanted to sniff. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to Calls From Beyond. We are your hosts, Austin, Miss Noah. Oh, no, his mic. Wrong mic, wrong mic.
Wait, is that the wrong mic?
There we go. Who are you?
Jeez Louise. I guess I'm just some bitch at this point.
Mr. Fresh in the building.
Yes, yes.
And we got, who's that over there? Mr. Clean?
Yes.
Mr. Clean. I had a dude ask me today, so you were in the military? Nah, motherfucker, I'm bald. Fighting the real war.
Real demons.
So, shout out to my grandfather who unfortunately passed away a few weeks ago. He's the one I get to thank for my hair. And I got to see his son, my uncle. I haven't seen him in like 10 years. We talked occasionally. And he goes, "You're bald?" I'm like, "Yeah, thanks to your dad."
Yeah, right. I mean, we all got our woes from our people.
Yep.
My ancestors passed down thin edges. Now everybody think I'm just stressed out, but really I just
Well, I mean, you are
edges.
stressed out.
I mean, not to that point. I've been edgeless since I was born. You know, so
You're 5 and they're like, "Good baby girl, what's
shout out
stressing
to y'all because I literally have the thinnest hair ever.
Happy Tuesday. Good to, or it's not even Tuesday. It's Friday.
No,
I haven't
it's
said that twice.
Friday.
It's Friday. Happy Friday.
It's
I'm so out of
Friday.
it. I'm so out of it.
No, I forgot. No,
he could live the rest of his week like
No,
that.
I have
in my household. It's a Friday. My kids ain't got school tomorrow.
No, because I got to go to Pioneer tomorrow, and then I got Friendsmas, and then I got to come back here Sunday.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, friends. I have like friends now, but aren't just George. But George and I never did Friendsmas, which I think we'll probably start doing now.
That's pretty. That's pretty square.
Yes, I did my first Friendsgiving.
I did my first
dope.
one too, but both kids were sick, so I had to leave like a few hours in and then go home.
No, it was really dope. Shout out to everybody because I would have never thought to do that.
George, you able to zoom in? Because I did get a new tattoo,
Boom.
and I always show you guys.
So cute.
But this is my first machine tattoo, so maybe George, you can kind of see it. Took 15 minutes. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Maybe I can hurry up and take.
Look, production. You ain't even tell nobody.
It's a Triceratops on a skateboard, and it's got my son's initials on it.
It's so cute, and it's so him. It's so Rowan coded.
Yeah.
Like,
So I went by myself to the shop, and I come home. He's like, "What'd you get?" Because I guess his mom told him that I was in. And I showed him, oh, it's a dinosaur.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, dude, I got it for you.
He loves it. Like, every time I buy him something, it's going to be dinosaur something.
And he's going to eat it up every time. Every time. So, just some general housekeeping, because we do want to let you guys know. Next week will be our last live show of the year.
Yes.
And I guess they buy into it. So I guess we can say, like, technically it's end of season 2.
Yeah.
If we want to call it that. It's the end of season 2. It's going to be the start of season 3. We're having meetings weekly. Okay. You guys don't see the unless you follow my vlogs, which shout out to you if you do. We're working on a lot on the back end. Like Mr. Fresh, Noah, myself, George, we're cooking. Yeah. We're cooking up. We're building the team out. But next week is the last week of live shows here for the year. We are coming back. We will have content coming out the 2 weeks we are out. We want you to enjoy the holidays with your families as well. But there's some big changes coming. Yes. Noah, what's one of the big changes coming to your channel in regards to Calls from Beyond?
Oh my gosh. So of course I love my tribe, and I love that you guys tune in on my page. But I think it's time for us to separate the entities, because this is a totally different show than the Black Cauldron or even Tarot and Teas. So this upcoming week, next week will be the last day that we ever go live for Calls from Beyond on my page. Now, that's not the last time I'm going to be going live, because I'm going to be speaking Japanese. That's what I just do, baby. That's my job. But whenever it comes to this, I would love for everybody that's on my page that loves this type of content, that has spooky stories to tell us, or even just wants to listen in, to please come over to Calls from Beyond and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on too.
Yes. Yes.
Make sure y'all tap in.
Yep. Same thing's going to be for the Truly Bizarre. Noah got me off my ass finally. She yelled at me on Monday. Yeah. She was like, what are you doing? And I was
we had a meeting, a coming to Jesus moment on. I'm like, okay, so what are we doing? We are going to literally facelift this whole show in 2026.
Yep.
Each of us are working on independent projects that we will be facelifting. I know me personally, my Patreon, my content, everything, my retreats are getting the biggest facelift ever. It's going to be bananas.
I would say everything associated with us is getting some big facelifts in 2026.
2026 is going to be super dope.
Because you get to start something officially in 2026.
Mr. Fresh, I need to know when you drop so I can be the first one to watch every time.
No, so, okay. All right. I guess I'll say it here too. So
I'll say it here too. I guess I'll say it.
No, this is you guys are my family. Obviously, you know, everybody in the chat is my family. You know what I mean? Like we dead ass come just because we care about y'all, and we know that y'all care about us.
Community.
You know what I'm saying? Like our community we built, whether it's 28 people in the chat right now or
300,
2,000, like our communities are community. Like we love y'all and y'all love us. So I am gonna we're still doing a build out for my little space.
Oh, it's not little. It's the big one. Don't you dare speak that into the excuse me. Who you talking about? Don't talk about my friend like that. You ain't little nothing.
I'm sorry. We're doing a build out for my space, right?
Your big space.
My big space.
For your big project.
My big project. You guys all know that I have Heat for Cheap coming. Y'all can tap in on that channel.
He can't even hear it.
Also, I've been talking to the missus, and I'm gonna open back up our credit repair company.
Ooh, Mr. Fresh, shit! I didn't even know that one. I was just trying to hype up the show.
So I tell y'all shit because I think I'm a woman where I've lived so many lives that I feel like some people be like, that girl be lying her ass off.
No,
I promise you. So before I was doing content creation, we owned a company. You know how we got robbed by the kneecaps in the Philippines. And I just needed a change of scenery. So we shut it down. We closed it down. We finished out our clients. Everybody walked away happy. Some people bought houses, cars. And we were done. And we're like, okay, what's next? And this was next. But we miss credit repair. I like credit repair. I like changing people's lives. You don't know how. And plus, I don't just do credit repair. I be doing spells. Let me stop it. I swear.
If you want to know what she does, you gotta get a consultation.
No, because if you follow me over on TikTok, you know that I'm a money conjurer. Like that's what I do, and money is not just the tangible; it's financial stuff too. So we put in the worldly work, but I'm also on the back end putting in that spiritual work because people think, oh, only thing you do is dispute or whatever the case is. No, there's more things that you can do to get them things off your credit. When I say I've helped people purchase properties, houses, cars, get student loans and bankruptcies erased from credit.
Remove, like,
Trust
you know
me.
what I mean? And like we have real reviews, you know what I mean? Like if you Google us, KMG Credit Solutions.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Now that website, if you Google it
It's
and click
cute
on a
still. I
website,
like it.
it's cute, but it's our
me.
old website. Prices may not be accurate.
We're back,
so.
is what it
We're
says.
back,
Yeah.
'cause
DIY ebook. Yo, hold on now.
Listen.
Hold on now.
Nah.
I'm not gonna show the camera. Hold on now. That's cute as fuck.
No, glamour shots.
That's gold.
No, I promise y'all, I shit y'all not. I think a lot of people just
Look,
kind of
George,
think
don't be
that
throwing on-
we be bullshitting.
George, hey, let me show y'all.
Yes, that's
Hey,
our old
listen.
website. I
And
purchased
this
the
is-
domain for forever.
Who
so
is
it's
this?
still
Like-
up.
Who is this?
4 years old.
Oh, I don't know. But the
know,
people
man.
down
But
below
But
are real.
that was a stock photo, but
Yeah, I
we do
know.
have real reviews
You're
in
like,
there as
who's
well.
this? But yeah, that's a passion project. We love financial literacy. It's something
Book a
that
free consultation.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things that, again, Spirit led me to do because financial literacy, it was taken from us and we really didn't know about
I was
credit
taught to
repair
be a
for
good
long
little
time.
worker bee.
Yeah, like,
but they really don't.
They don't
The
teach
problem
that.
is they don't teach us about
No.
like she said, financial literacy. Like how many people fucked up credit cards by the time they were 19?
Me?
You know what I mean? Like they don't teach us the ramifications that happen in the long run when it comes to, you know, not honoring your credit or just even doing stupid shit like putting lines on your phone line that you don't need. You know what I mean? Adding phones on.
your mama didn't put a damn PG&E,
I was
NV,
about to
Energy,
say, I know my folks.
Southwest Gas, a
My
car.
folks, we had bills by the time we was 5. Like,
my gosh.
I was in bankruptcy before I was before
Happy 6th birthday. You got a
No,
bankruptcy hearing.
But it is just so crazy because if you're over on my Discord, I hope y'all over on my Discord. Somebody had asked, like, is there something to help? Because we have a section on the Discord called Ask a Root Worker. And someone had asked, you know, hey, is there anything that you have that can help with taxes? Because on my TikTok, I have taught people how to repair their credit with magic. I've taught them how to get a house with magic, cars, freeze bills, stop, collections, all of that. So
What did somebody say?
somebody was like, can you help me? And I'm like, oh yeah, because we also do taxes, personal and business taxes. Like when I tell you I used to be a fraud analyst for Barclay Card, this is where this all started.
Black
So-
Ivory, log out.
Go ahead and
Mar-
log out.
what
She
is-
said
No.
KMG Cash Money Gangsta
I
Credit
was about to
Solutions.
say, what
Hey.
is Maury talking about?
Clock
What,
it.
no, I was about to say, what does KMG mean?
It
Because like
means-
that's
okay,
what it should
Killer
be.
money gang.
No, it means Kyron, Caden, Madison, and Grayson. It's my kids.
Okay.
So it's their legacy. Like I said.
Oh my God. She said not Coochie Muncher Guru though.
Oh
No,
my
unfortunate.
God.
It's
I'm
my
trying to figure out
kid's
what
name.
it. No, Maury said that.
No, go ahead and log. Well, she can't log out. She's the damn moderator. You know what?
Maury, after you get done moderating, I'm gonna need you to log out.
Yeah, go ahead and log
No.
out until next week.
But in all actuality, it was always supposed to be that we picked it back up. That website, even though it says we're back, that is from
Yeah,
maybe 4
that was
years
when we
ago?
rebranded. Like
We
we literally
rebranded.
we rebranded whenever we went to the Philippines because like originally when we went to the Philippines, we were going out there so that we could mass hire to do credit repair.
Yeah.
We did.
And it ended up snowballing into a whole like full-fledged call center. And we were
Right.
like, well, let's shift things.
That story about my call center
Yeah.
went viral low key over on TikTok because I was just playing around. Like I sat in the middle of the floor with my pendulum and I meditated and I was like, all right, y'all, hunt the shit out of here if somebody is bothering my business, and just like kidding. And I was like, just kidding. Come on, guys. Right. And then I
And all of a
left.
sudden they're like,
and
hey, yo, this place mad haunted.
No, I remember they called us and Jello was like, hey, ma'am. I mean, look, Jello was our IT dude. Like we had
I was so scared.
we had a built-in IT dude that was there every day,
Yeah.
and he's like, hey, ma'am, I need you to look at the security cameras.
Right.
Mom.
I'm going to send you something.
I want to send you something,
Now,
Mom.
mind you, my assistant, the HR manager, because we had about 47 employees, including like our IT
You had
management.
a HR manager?
Yes, all the
Jesus,
pictures.
what the
See,
fuck?
it's on my personal Facebook page, and you're my Facebook friend.
Hold on.
You'll see our place in the Philippines. We went out there,
And the crazy, let me tell you,
all of it.
the craziest thing is,
I want to kind of know everything about this.
It is
listen,
so
We do have a
spiritual.
topic for tonight. We'll get to it at some point.
No, let me tell you, it's
we had
a
47
spiritual.
employees, and we were paying. My payroll was only $3,000 every
Yeah.
month.
Well, yeah, I know. That's
full time.
So
Yeah, I know.
I don't think
Full-time employees.
y'all understand how spiritual it sounds. Like, okay, yeah, they had it, but this was such a spiritual and scary, like not even scary, but a spiritual story, because everything that could go wrong, my ancestors
wrong.
were like,
Went
bitch,
wrong.
what is wrong with you? We are sending you smoke
No, we had
signals.
all the signs, and
It
we
was
still
so
didn't
bad.
listen. Our flights was canceled when we got to the
No,
airport.
they weren't canceled. We got to the airport. We got here. We had to go to LA to fly
No,
out
we got to
Philippines
LA.
Air. And they're like, we don't have your tickets. I'm like, excuse me? What do you mean you don't have my tickets? They're like, we don't have your tickets. I paid $4,000 for these
Right.
tickets.
What do you mean you don't have my tickets?
And literally in the back of my ear, my ear started ringing, and I was like, "Shut up! Don't say y'all, not right now." I didn't invest it too much money, but if I would have pulled out then, I would have saved about 50,000 and lost about 50,000.
No, even before we went, I had told her, I'm like, hey, listen.
how far back do I got to scroll?
Let me see. Not you going to my personal Facebook. Hold on, friend. Turn it around. Let me see.
You could probably type in. Can you type in Philippines or it don't filter like that?
No, I don't think it filters
No.
like that.
Oh,
going
you're
here.
way back. Wait, go to uploads.
No, he's gonna go back to.
'Cause you got pictures of me pregnant. I look like a beluga whale up there, just big as hell for no reason. Nose even bigger. Go all the way down.
You got to airdrop me that photo once you find
Oh
it.
my! I was so big, pregnant. Like, oh my god, that's the.
I wasn't
dinosaur.
talking about the pregnancy one. I was talking about the house. I'm sorry.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Back. Okay, we getting close. There go my. Wait. See, I told you I don't be lying. I use that picture to this day.
I know. I was about to say it's the same photo.
Okay, a little bit back.
This?
We getting close. That's the we're hiring because we had to post that.
Listen,
Hiring urgently.
No, because we would. Because
Back,
we
we getting
were
close
we were
'cause
letting
that's
people
my
put in
sister
applications through that
wedding.
website. So
I wonder if
that's
it's the same website George and I
That's how
use.
we was doing interviews.
Look at all them. That's all
they
me
did through
fixing
their
people's
homework.
credit.
I'm gonna need you to take my credit from like a 610 right now to an 800.
I did that in a month to somebody. I did it to myself because I had something that came on my credit.
We'll
and
never
I did
promise
magic.
nothing though, because at
Well,
the
you
end of the
can't.
day,
Where the hell is the
It's-
pictures?
Yo, is this YM Bree?
That's my dad.
Oh, okay. That's
Do I look like him?
yes.
No, I think I may have went back too far. I don't know. There's pictures on there though.
I'll find it at some point. But
I'm about to.
I'm about
look
to talk
through
with you
now.
guys because George and I have talks like we have deep talks like of like what the next step is for me as far as a
Listen.
business because like
Well-
I don't have employees. I mean they're kind of like employees. I have 4 people that I pay currently for my business.
but you're wrong though, because
That
if
is
if
a-
your business is structured the right way, your number one employee should be yourself.
Well, yeah, owner draws, baby.
So-
I have to do S corp now. I
Yeah,
think
you
next
got to
year.
do escort.
Well, I wasn't making enough yet at first because everybody told me unless you're making like 60,000 plus, it's not worth it to do it.
We didn't do an S corp until we got 6 figures. Once
I think I'm close though. I think
There's
I'm
so
close.
many things. I promise y'all. I'm the little financial fairy. Even like I feel bad because our business, I have not built the business credit on it, just because life.
But it's
you
so.
know?
Listen, I realize like going into the credit industry. This is why credit is so important, because you realize how the rich folks stay rich, right? You know what I mean? Like because
They go to the Diddy party and
They'll-
they sell
no,
their
no,
soul.
but-
Jay-Z raps about it.
The reality is they'll do 6 LLCs or 6 businesses underneath their name. They'll build credit on all 6 lines just to fuck it up and just to separate themselves from the entity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so it's like they're not liable. You know what I mean? So if it goes wrong, then
Because like right now for my business, we have it's not even I don't even think tied to my business. I don't think we even think but my pseudo business partner at the moment and I got a credit card, but I think it's under my name.
Okay.
I think it's under our names. I don't think it's under like my EIN.
but you're better than most people, because most people they have to build net 30s, net 60s, net 90s.
shit! Here we are.
Net 90s? Like
Yeah.
for
Net 90s,
payments?
yeah.
So
no,
like,
I understand the term, but like in
Fuck. How cute! That's my call center.
Dang.
so what
How
we
the hell
did
did you miss that?
I don't know.
what we did to build our credit is we basically bought household shit like toilet paper.
Yeah,
like,
and then just immediately pay it off.
No, but we didn't immediately pay it off. We just let it sit for a second and then paid it off.
Don't
You know what I mean? Like,
pay it off.
if you pay it off immediately, then like you got to give it time to reflect.
You
reflect to your
have to
credit.
let it reflect. I was always told you let like a super small balance carry. Like if you have like $1,000 credit card, let $10
Yeah.
just roll over every month.
Yeah, but it gotta report valid if you pay it off as soon as you qualify for the credit line.
No. Yeah. Like you go, okay, my due date's the 2nd. I pay it the 2nd, but I leave $10
Yeah.
on it or whatever.
Yeah,
I leave a little amount.
There's so many different tricks though. Like just depending on who you talk to, some people believe that you're supposed to pay it off in two lump sums. Like you pay it off prior to the due date, and then you pay it off like closer to the due date. You know what I mean? It just all depends on what your fancy is or what works for you in that particular company.
Gotcha. Okay.
Damn it.
We'll have to talk. We'll have to talk.
No, we will. And like I said, I'm a little eclectic when I come to my shit. So, but this is just something that we were thinking about, we were talking about, because it's been brought to my attention that people, even in the spiritual community, because like I said, that was on Ask the Root Worker. I'm like, yeah, you can definitely get rid of debt. It just depends on what kind of debt you got.
Depends on who you willing to take out.
We can rub a little in, you know.
And then how you separate yourself from that debt. You know, that's why credit repair and doing spell work go hand in hand, because there's certain
You got to
things
detach
that
yourself at a certain point.
Let me tell you, they put
still
some on
using
my
that address,
credit.
it's not gonna work.
It knocked my shit down 100 points. I was so discouraged and mad.
100
I
points?
said, yes. Nailnet, if you watching this, count your motherfucking days, okay? So they have reported it late, and whenever my student loans are old, you know, they're the oldest accounts I have. So it really hurt me.
Oh yeah,
so
I still got those.
I went to my altar. I took that. I printed out all 3 credit reports, and I did a spell on them. I literally took it to a garbage pit, burnt them, did a couple other things, and the next month it popped up 100 points again. I was right back where I was. So it's definitely a thing. People think you can only like manifest money with magic, manifest love. No, y'all better be using magic to fix your life.
I want to manifest mayhem. No, I'm just kidding.
There are chaos
I
witches.
know, I know.
Okay, there are people that specialize in chaos. I just specialize in...
Oh, we have the photo up?
Oh, yeah, that was my baby. Let me tell you, they robbed these shit out of me. But
Oh
it was so fun.
I'm so sorry. Like, that's
It
my
was
baby.
so
They robbed me
fun.
blind.
What we looking
It
at?
was so fun. You can't see it.
Yeah, it's on, but it's the photo of you guys in front of the office you got.
yeah.
Did we get the sign installed yet?
Yes, that was when we were there. We were in the Philippines. For
I'm
my
saying in
mom.
this photo, was the sign installed? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So it was fun though. You definitely learn it. It's like a learning experience. It's anything. Like I said, this whole thing, them with my employees, but this whole thing was not only a worldly lesson, it's a spiritual lesson in following your intuition, using your discernment. There was plenty of red flags.
So many red
but
flags.
because I was so focused on the end goal,
Our whole upstairs was ours.
listen, it was just like, God damn, why didn't you listen? But then again, now I could open a call center with my eyes closed and know what to do.
Yeah. Well, that's
You know?
like George and I were talking about that because, you know, we see other people doing the same things we are, and we're like, well, what are we doing wrong? And it's not we're doing anything wrong. It's just we're not like trying to like put it the way you put it, George. We're like we're so multifaceted. It's kind of hard to like pick an angle.
Why
Why? Yeah. Why also? Why would you?
And I know it's to the detriment, but why would we pigeonhole ourselves?
Right.
In a way, Austin and I are kind of like strippers, where you tell us to do just about anything in this department, and we're able to do it. We're like tech strippers, or like you know, like,
Content creator strippers.
yeah, where it's
creators.
like,
But that's OnlyFans.
you want this, you want that. I can do this.
Say, wave
You know what I mean?
$100. I'll plug that
Let me
cord in
tell
for
you
you.
something. And I'm
$100 to plug in the cable.
No, but y'all
What
don't
else you want?
understand. It's not just the type of spiritualism
Maybe
that I
that's
do.
what we put in our
but
bio,
y'all are
Austin.
amazing. Everybody is amazing at something. You guys are amazing at this. Now, imagine already being that fucking good and then adding spiritualism or magic to the back of it.
I'm slowly working on it.
I'm telling you.
I posted it in the Discord, but you should go join hers and ours.
Yes.
I posted the picture of my altar to my grandma, and there, and that was the one I sent you, and I have, but now I have a photo. I made sure to put a photo. I have a photo of her and I
Yeah.
together, and then
That's
I talked to her.
Listen, I promise. My goal
Also,
is
I've been doing
for-
this. She liked coffee, so I've been doing a little bit of like my coffee, a little runoff. I just put it in a little
Yes.
cup. Put it.
They love that.
No. Obviously.
No,
no,
pauses. I'll be like,
no, because I had to think about
like,
it.
wait, he grabbed
'Cause
me
I,
too.
I had to think about how I wanted to say this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong.
you know I will. Go ahead.
He said it, he put the photo of him and his grandmother on the altar. What are your feelings
Am I
about
not
that?
supposed to put a photo of both of
I
us?
wouldn't put a
Okay.
picture of my living being.
No,
Okay.
because it's him. Because it's him. He's okay, but traditionally in my culture, you're not supposed to put a picture of the living on an ancestor altar. Just how you like your coffee.
Well, it's
poured.
also not like because like the way my household is a little bit different. Where she's like, we're not going to do it for the first year. The way we're doing it is almost like a welcoming her into the space.
Yes,
It's not like this is where she's going to sit. It's just like
Right.
here's a candle. I know this is probably terrifying for you, or you're like, wait, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a white candle.
Yeah.
There's nothing in it.
It's
just
like paying
unscented.
homage. It's not actually venerating her yet. You're letting her get comfortable in the afterlife, which is great. That's why it's very important. Like, even though some of my ancestors I did not let sit for a year. Like, I had to put them on the altar because I was doing chaotic things, and they were chaotic YNs. They were people that love that type of shit. So some people, they could go on, and I did my divination, and then I talked to them and meditated. So that's okay. But usually you don't want to put people on your ofrenda or your altar or whatever the case is the first year. That is a thing.
Yeah. Because we're planning, because next year we're legit planning, because we had to explain to Rowan, and oh man, this was so sad. The other day he was like, he comes into I didn't even know. I was at work, and Vanessa told me, she was like, he came into the room and he's like, Grandma's dead. I miss her.
Damn.
And I was like, damn, bro.
Bro, right in the field.
Yeah, but he loves Coco.
Yes.
So he understands.
So he understands that. Okay, good.
So we're gonna do that next year. Like, now I got 3 grandparents and Christian now that I gotta put up there.
Well, at least you're big toddler. I like to call the ages between 5 and like 8 big toddlers. At least he is like solemn. My kid's been around death the whole time he's been alive.
Yeah.
So like whenever we did our ceremonies with our Santhro and the pigeon got sacrificed, he's just like, he dead. He dead. And I'm like,
or is he the one that was
dude.
like, me next?
Yes, me next. Like, he got in line. He loved the pigeon. And
something is wrong
he was
with
trying
Tootie.
to play with the roosters
Something's
inside
wrong
of the
with him.
damn box. And I'm like, okay, we're not going to play with the rooster.
But,
you
the guy initiating you thought it was funny though, right?
Yes, he was like, he's
everybody-
going to be fearless.
We all were laughing at him though, because he literally was looking. He was looking at the dead bird over there, blood
He did.
being poured all
yeah.
over different surfaces, and he was like, "Yeah, he did."
He did.
You're like, wow, thank you. I wasn't aware.
He was 4. So then whenever it was time for the rooster and the rooster was still alive, he said, he's going to die too. I said,
Yeah.
you're right. In the name of Elegua, sorry. You know, there's nothing I can do. But at least, you know, Rowan's like, oh, she's dead. Because my kid's like, yeah, the motherfucker's dead.
Yeah, it sucked because she passed away in her home, and so we were all there. It was also my birthday, so great birthday present.
Right.
Was it George or was it? I think it was George and I were on the phone the other day. He was like, "Hey, if the kids ever complain about having to go to school on their birthday,
Oh, yeah.
like I watched my grandma take her
grandmother.
last breaths on my
You
birthday."
know what? That is very
That's
spiritual,
crazy.
though.
It is. No.
It's very,
I talked
very
about it on the show.
spiritual.
George, I remember after that show, George like talked like he was like he stopped everything after the show and he was like, "I just want you to know like that was a really cool thing to watch you talk about." Was like explaining like the process of like watching her take her last breath with all of her family.
Right.
Yes.
Like, sure, she might have been in pain, but it was only because she'd been in pain for the last like 3 years.
It's
It
just
wa-
so crazy, like
Yeah.
the circle of life, though. Like,
Yeah.
she took her last breath on the day.
Are you the first
took your
grandchild?
first breath.
No, but I'm the first boy.
Oh, well.
I was her
a
for
lot.
You
sure her
also
favorite.
said that you were her favorite, so
Yeah. And so that was the joke. Is like, of course, she would go on my birthday.
Yeah.
yeah, she waited for you.
Yeah. Well, no, I think she waited for Emerson
Yes.
because she got to see
Definitely.
him. She got to see him. Then she saw him again the following weekend, and then the next day she started being unresponsive.
Well, take it like this. All your grandparents waited for Emerson for
Well,
the most part, except for
The other two
last
grandparents
year- yes.
never. They didn't even see Rowan in the last like 5 or 6 years.
Well, the closest grandparents, would you say?
Well, no, because we still have one, and I told her the other day we're gonna put her in bubble wrap.
Hey,
We still
listen.
so okay. So it's a weird situation where I had my dad's mom, don't know dad's dad, and her husband, who basically I grew up with, basically his grandpa, and then we had my mom's dad and his wife.
Damn.
So my grandma, my dad's mom passed away, and my mom's stepmom and dad passed away. But we still have my mom's mom,
Well, the good thing is,
and I still have
friend,
2 pseudo grandparents from or granddad. It's a weird story. My dad grew up with different men in his life. One of them
Right.
still is my
Like-
aunt's
yes.
dad. So it's like still I grew up. We went to Charger games together. I actually have a bunch of stuff I got to do for him in the other office. But so I still have them too. So but I was we joke about it, but I was like, Grandma, we got to put you in a fucking bubble.
no, on me, because my grandmother, she's the oldest person in my family, and she's not even that old. She moved faster than me though. She be calling me up like, "You ready? You want to go bingo?" I'll be like,
And then she's like, "Good, I'm outside." And you're like, wait,
literally, we be running the street. She be up at 4:00 in the morning winning hand page jackpots. That lady moved faster than me. So I don't be worried about her. I'm like, I might go before her. Who knows?
Nah.
But I will say is the good thing about you and you experiencing death so up close, it wasn't traumatic. You know, like I was traumatized by the first time that I stared death in the face because this man literally got out the car, sat on the stairs, and just died. And then they were like, he had a DNR. Like,
yeah.
So then he could, but they were like, you have to go find it first.
Yeah, you got to.
So
do
if y'all don't do
until you get that
CPR,
DNR.
somebody's gonna be in trouble by the time EMS get there. And so his auntie got bad knees and is old. He looking at me like and I'm like, oh my God, are we all gonna go to jail? Let me just give him CPR.
You'd go to jail for that?
Yes, you can get in trouble. Because
it's like when like they sentence you to death for trying to kill
right, because
yourself.
he was not breathing.
die.
He was unresponsive. So I'm like literally only thinking, I'm not CPR trained. I'm only going off of what I've seen on movies. And I was just like, please don't die. Please. He's just
100
laying
BPM.
there.
She's pushing down on the wrong part. She's
I
probably
know.
pushing down on his bladder like.
Don't remind me.
Yo, he's shitting himself. Go higher.
Oh my God. And then even worse, right? So EMS shows up. She finds the DNR, hands it to the EMS worker. And they were like, okay, well, we'll just let him die. So then he was dead. And then they said, oh, you have to wait for the coroner to come. And laid a white sheet over this man, and we waited there for 3 hours.
See, thankfully, my grandmother, we only waited 30 minutes. And
the worst part is we
I
was
don't
in
even
the
want to say that
hood.
part.
We was in like
but
on Swinson
I'll tell you
and
guys out of
Twain.
I'll tell you after the show because they might be watching.
No, so the worst part is we're in the hood. We're off Swinson and Twain. This man, he just got discharged from the hospital earlier that day.
Outside, like
on the front steps.
It's like the sidewalk.
But the front steps that go.
Oh yeah,
to
so
the
people
whole,
are coming and going.
Yes, and they,
stepping over my
they're
uncle's
like,
body.
I was meals because it's a dead body, like, and they're pushing. There's kids out there. Everybody is traumatized.
And then you're saying he did.
Right, like, and then
I'm happy Tootie wasn't there.
Oh my God, because he would have been like, yeah, he's dead.
Can I roll Hot Wheels over him?
Right, like he wouldn't care.
No,
and so it was just like that's the first time that I've seen someone die in front of me. And I was just like,
yeah, my grandma's the first person I saw die in front of me.
And like I literally, and it was just so quick. Like he was just sitting there, and I'm looking at him, and I'm doing like this, and there's nothing. He's looking past me, and I'm like, oh God, I think he's about to like fall over.
Like it's crazy. You see him like
just
literally just go
died.
from being somewhat responsive to non-responsive altogether.
Yeah,
it was
so-
like he just died like that.
Yeah.
Like, boom, he's gone.
So just be lucky that that's not the experience. And for those who are watching, be lucky you don't live in the state of Nevada, because I had never heard of no shit like this before. I thought the ambulance would at least transport him to wherever he was going, but they left him on a hot sidewalk in
And they didn't even declare him dead. They had one of his hospice nurses come declare
That's
him.
what we had to
pronounce
she had a
him
hospice
dead, and
nurse.
then she had to call the coroner. So then it took another couple
Oh
of
yeah,
hours.
see, yeah,
Yeah.
it took a bit. Like she was in her bed, and we all were just in the living room. It was mad quiet, and we had to wait for the nurse to show up, who was hospice nurse. But I mean, I want to say it was maybe an hour and a half after she passed that she was on her way.
Well, at least it wasn't awkward for us because we had to just move to the side.
It was super awkward because I felt the need to apologize. You got people pushing their babies. You got kids outside.
Hey,
people
my
trying
bad,
to, I'm
my
like,
uncle.
oh my God. Because they're like, oh my God. Because a white sheet over a man. And I'm like, I'm
here's
so
the Venmo
sorry.
for the procession.
And ain't
so
no weight
sorry.
like dead weight, so it's not even like we could have moved him out the way or anything. Like he was sitting on the steps. He went from sitting on the steps to nailing over to passing out right there.
Yeah.
So literally, and this is one of those buildings where they got the project style hallways where it's like all the doors are inside. So you take the steps to go upstairs, and then all the doors are inside the hallway. You know what I mean?
So everybody has to go through there.
So
Yes.
everybody has
So
to.
they were
Like, there's
stepping
no
over
other way
his
to
dead
go.
body to get into the corridor to go to their apartment. So when I say people are lucky to see their loved ones
Pass away in peace?
because
Relatively?
I know Uncle Charlie was looking at his body like, this some bullshit. Like, what do you mean we sitting out here?
pick me the fuck up.
Right,
What y'all
pick
doing?
me up. It's hot. Like at the end of April, this is summertime weather for us. So it's every bit of 90
He
degrees
said, "Yo, I'm
outside.
burning out here." The fuck.
crying
I
like
can
an
imagine Uncle
egg.
Charlie like, "Hey man, what happened to my Subway, cuz?"
Yes, because he had just left Subway.
They just left Subway. Like literally,
crazy.
Mr. Fresh is like,
He had a burst of
They
energy.
just left the hospital.
yep.
He left the hospital. He went home.
That's what my grandma had.
He like, I'm gonna die at home. They like, all right, well, we going to send the ambulance for you so they can take you back to the crib. He like, nah, I want to go in my truck.
I wanna ride in my truck
He knew it
one
was
more
his
time.
last ride.
Got out the truck.
He was
yeah,
like,
with
no,
the
I want to ride in my
Subway.
truck. They done went out, got Subway, was on their way to the crib, got lethargic.
Right,
So
she come
called
calling
me to
us
be the
talking
one.
about
I need you
something
to
wrong with him.
come help him. He can't make it to the house. He tired. I'm like,
Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, so we come thinking we just gonna transfer him out and get him in the
He just
house.
needs to take a nap.
He never even made it
my
into the
God.
corridor.
no, but
he just died.
the crazy part is like this was my uncle, so this is my aunt's husband, and like I talk to her almost every day. Like me and her are closer than me and my mom for real.
Right.
And she said that, like, on a spiritual level, like, she feels like he died exactly where he was supposed to die because she wouldn't have been able to hold it up, like,
if she would have
every
found
day
him,
if she would have found him dead in that apartment.
Yeah.
She was able to move around that apartment for another year after he passed because
A year? No, he passed in 2020. She just moved out of that apartment this summer.
Oh yeah,
So
it
she was
was
able
there.
to, because she wasn't tied to that apartment.
Right, right.
It sure was like, damn, those are the steps, but I can at least be in my house. And
right. So it was like that because she said she already still be feeling his energy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my aunt, she's like,
We did that because we had her funeral.
Yeah.
And then we went to her house afterwards, just like the close family.
you felt her there.
Well, Rowan immediately runs in. He's like, oh, let's go see grandma because he doesn't quite get it. And he runs to her room and her bed's still there.
Yeah.
And I had to be like, she's not here, buddy. Mm-hmm. And so that, it sucked watching that, but like, I get it. Like, I understand. Like, she'd been bedridden for the last 3 years. What makes it hard is the kids.
Yes.
Like, Rowan he gets it, but he also doesn't get
Yeah.
it.
Because explaining, because you got to figure.
Because she died that day. He didn't even know.
Yeah.
That day. We had to tell him the next day. Because like, even then, he wanted to go say bye to her.
Right.
When we were leaving, and I was like, "Oh, she's
right.
sick. She's at the hospital." And he was really bummed. And then we had to tell him the next. He was like, "Grandma's sick," and we had to
Yeah, because
tell him.
even
And
the
that was
children,
harder than watching it happen.
Right, and the children they don't understand, and you know, Maddie, she's sensitive, so we kind of stopped going over there so much until kind of things died down. But it was hard to explain, like your Uncle Charlie. He kicked the bucket. Like
Remember the pigeon? Even though I know this is before the pigeon, but you remember the
Man,
pigeon?
listen, and Tootie was a baby, so he was a little baby.
He passed when Tootie might have been a couple months old.
Oh, so like Emerson's age,
Yeah, he was little. But yeah, that was traumatic as fuck. Like, I'm so glad.
You guys ready to stop being sad and move to a dark story that I have for you?
Yes, of course.
But because the dead relatives just.
Well, no, it's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. There is beauty
they're gonna
at the end
die.
of it.
Like his grandfather was talking to his sister, his mother, and everybody else before he died.
And you're like,
just standing there, just talking to his.
Well, I never seen him do it, but like my grandma, she 80 something, she's still alive, and she was telling me like before my granddad passed, like what was it, 10 years ago he passed? Before he passed, like he was sitting in the chair in his corner, like looking at the other corner in his bedroom, and was like talking to his sister, whole fledged conversation, like, and he died that day.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. And that's my aunts are twins, and they're very religious. I don't want to say spiritual, but they're very religious. And they were like, "Oh, we thought she would have said," and it's like, well, everybody, like, they were bummed that she didn't like see somebody, and it's like, well, she was like in a coma.
Yeah.
Like,
but some people aren't, like, at that point, they're so close to death that they're not able to process that they're talking to somebody that's deceased. They're
Correct.
just having a regular conversation.
Well, yeah, but like, she wasn't even able to like. She was barely responsive to us,
Right.
let alone going to have a full blown conversation with her dad or her brother or sister or something. But
yeah, death is, and you know what? I can't say that seeing someone die up close, like take their last breath, made
okay. So here's the crazy thing:
lot less
everybody
scared to
was
die.
maybe this made it worse, but everybody was on the side of the bed. I was at the foot of the bed, looking just
Jesus
straight at her, and I was like,
well, I was over him like this. I was like, oh no, he's not breathing. I was panicking, like I was like, dude.
I kind of knew what it was though. Whenever when he knelt over and he started like profusely drooling at the mouth, I'm like,
I was like, oh Lord,
I don't know
this man, and I didn't want to be the one to say it, but my discernment be discerning.
Yeah,
and I was like, he finna go to the upper room.
It was like that one thing, girl. He did.
Yes,
girl, he did.
I was like, Jesus, Charlie.
Well, I was like, I remember seeing a fight video, and like the dude punches him 2 times, and you see him like kind of, and then the dude looks at, oh, he gone.
Yes.
Like this dude walks over.
It's just like you never see people do that, but it made me less afraid of death, because even back then I've always been a spiritualist, but it was like that mystere.
It pushed her into it.
No, like literally within the last, I want to say like
George's pulling up
7-8 years, it's been off the chain. the spell work and everything else, but I had never had an encounter with death, and that made it much easier.
Yeah. George, real quick, do we have another one? Red Bull?
Yeah.
Could you?
DJ Khaled.
He needs wings.
I need wings because I'm about to make it real dark in here. So I got to be able to fly above the clouds.
Wow. So we weren't talking dark enough. I thought you were trying to lighten
We were talking about the beauty about it. I have a dark story, though, that I want to talk to you guys about.
And just real quick, shout out to everybody in my chat. Hello to my members. Miss Leah, how you doing, boo? Iomide, what's up? All of y'all. Mystical, my girl Yanitra, love you down, sister. Shout out to y'all. They said they need the guide, they need the help, and all that other stuff with credit repair and financial literacy, because that's what it is about. So y'all, like when I tell y'all 2026, y'all hit me January 1st. Be on my ass.
FREE, that spells free.
Listen,
creditreport.com, baby.
I promise you. We getting people, we setting people up for generational wealth.
Just give us a few more weeks. We getting
let me know if y'all need marketing.
Of course, we always do. People still hit me on Facebook, me like, you still do credit? Girl, I ain't did credit in about almost 4 years.
We can get you on a good cycle. Get you guys in front of Google ads and everything.
I promise
we talk. We be talking. We be yapping even if this is the case.
Listen,
but
we're gonna get to it. Go ahead.
Have you guys heard of the Dyatlov Pass incident?
Say it again.
The diet what?
Dyatlov. It's Russian.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to, Miss Fresh. Have you heard of the Dyatlov Pass incident?
I haven't.
Okay. All right.
I heard of Pavlov dogs.
That's what I thought he said at first.
No, not Pavlov. Okay, so this is the Dyatlov Pass incident. This was in February of 1959. It was in the northern Ural Mountains, so at the time Soviet Union, but really Russia. It was in the eastern slope of this translated means Dead Mountain. Okay, so it was 9 hikers who were all experienced. It was led by a guy named Igor Dyatlov. Hence the Dyatlov Pass. It was 9 of them.
Like experienced hikers.
Experienced hikers.
I wanted to make sure. I'm like,
knew
what are they
were doing.
experienced?
That's very important to remember.
It was all varying degrees of experience, but they were experienced to enough to be able to do this.
They knew how to hike. Gotcha.
Students and graduates of the Ural Polytechnic Institute all were certified hikers, skilled mountaineers. Original group was 10. One member turned back early due to illness, and he ultimately lived.
Them ancestors was kicking in.
This people was like.
So here's the timeline. January 23rd, 1959, the group departs this town that they live in. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce Soviet names.
Yes.
January 27th, final settlement reached before entering wilderness. So this is a trek.
Okay.
January 28th, Yuri Yudin leaves the group due to illness. So this is when the 10th member leaves. February 1st, the group sets up tent on slope of Dead Mountain. Last known photos and diary entries dated for this day, which was February 1st. February 12th, group fails to return as scheduled. So they told somebody we're going to return by the 12th. They don't show up. February 20th, search operations begin. February 26th, the tent that they were in is discovered. March through May, bodies were discovered in stages. This is where it gets really interesting. The tent was partially buried in snow. The tent was cut open from the inside. Not from the outside. It was cut open from the inside.
So somebody was trapped inside.
Personal belongings, boots, coats, food, money, documents left behind. Stove was not fully assembled. So it wasn't set up like they were cooking. No signs of a struggle inside the tent other than the rip from the inside. Footprints visible leading downhill. Some barefoot, some in socks, some wearing one shoe. Footprints indicated walking, not running. So now it's getting to where the bodies were found and the conditions that they were in.
Yes, this is very interesting.
This is where it gets really good. Group 1 was found between February and March near the forest edge by a cedar tree. You had both Yuris wearing minimal clothing, signs of hypothermia, which is a common thing where when you get hypothermic, you take your clothes off because you start to think you're hot.
Right.
Yes.
Burns on hands and legs, what potentially could be from fire attempts. Broken branches above tree height, suggesting climbing. Now, just keep that in the back of your mind. At the height at which this was. I know George is pulling up images too.
Yeah, because I think we got raw images of this. I think I've seen actual.
There are some pretty good images. I don't know if George is going to pull those up, but so between the cedar tree and the tent, this is still between February and March. There was 3 more bodies found. Appeared to be attempting to return to the tent. One of the guys, Slobodin, had a skull fracture. Others showed injuries consistent with falls. Hypothermia listed as cause of death. for the main guy and one of the other people found between the cedar tree and the tent. Group 2 found May under snow ravine 75 meters deeper into the forest. There was
farther in.
Yeah, 75 meters further in. So 4 people. Injuries were massive blunt force trauma, crushed chest for 2 of them, severe skull fracture for the other 2. One of them was missing a tongue, eyes, and part of lips. One of them was missing eyes. No external wounds consistent with assault. Injuries comparable to high impact force per their forensic reports. Some were wearing clothes belonging to other hikers. Some clothing showed elevated radiation levels. So keep that in mind. This is where it gets really interesting. High radiation levels.
It's absolutely insane.
So the autopsy and medical findings were cause of death for 6 of the hikers. Now there's 9. Hypothermia. 3 fatal trauma. Key medical notes were no signs of sexual assault, no signs of hand-to-hand combat, no alcohol or drugs detected in toxicology reports. Skin coloration described as orange or brownish, likely decomposition or environmental exposure. Environmental and the forensic facts are weather conditions were severe, sub-zero temperatures, very strong winds. Avalanche risk was initially deemed low, but later reevaluated. No evidence of animal attack. No evidence of another group present. Radiation was detected on some clothing. Levels higher than background, but not immediately lethal. Because there's background radiation right now.
So what entity was they fighting?
Right.
Well, we're getting to it. We're getting to it.
Because it clearly was a spirit or something.
Nah,
There's a couple of ways this goes. There's a couple of ways this goes.
I thought Bigfoot when I thought about it, but
that is
Bigfoot
one of the
is like
theories.
a North America thing.
It's the
but-
Yeti. They have the Yeti. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So 2 hikers had previous exposure due to work at nuclear facilities. Now, official Soviet investigation in 1959.
So did somebody steal something and take it with them?
Maybe.
That gave everybody radiation poison, and that's why they were walking away.
Maybe.
Because they were all high.
Maybe, potentially. I don't think it's that, though.
I don't.
So the conclusion wording was deaths caused by a compelling natural force which the hikers were unable to overcome. Basically,
they don't know. Because that's what it's kind of giving.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like there's no official. That's why it's so mysterious, is because they never gave.
So the high.
Some of these photos are gnarly.
They're so
I don't
like.
know if you.
I mean, what is the
Post them to
worst
the
that can
Discord.
happen?
We get taken down.
Or an
Post them
age
to the Discord.
requirement.
Age requirement.
Or you can go to the Discord and see it.
Yeah,
There we
how
go.
about that, George? How about just.
I mean, guy, I'm not going to put it in the Discord. You can Google the damn
You
thing.
can Google
I
the
can
damn
put it on the screen right now, or you could Google.
So some of the images, but
Well,
not the
worst,
super ones.
these images, the worst that they're going to do is age restricted.
Now I have to determine which one's worse. Like,
Yeah.
they're all
No, whenever I did the most beautiful suicide only, the worst thing that happened, it was age restricted.
Oh, okay.
They didn't take it down.
So case status was closed in May 1959. The files partially classified until the late Soviet period. Now you got to remember, this is the Soviet Union. Like they classified everything. Then there was a later official review from 2020 to 2021 in Russia. Cause that they're now assuming was a slab avalanche combined with poor visibility, wind-driven snow accumulation, and hypothermia. Now I'm not saying
How
that's.
convenient.
I mean, it could be that, but let's dive into some of these other.
They said that the avalanche was not a factor initially.
It was also 1959. Their science was, that looks like
Right,
snow.
but only 2 of the bodies, or 2 of the 4 of the bodies, was covered in snow. The other ones
But you
were.
also have to think, though, they were found months after.
later.
They could have
So it
melted.
could have been, yes. Okay, what else?
Okay.
Did I
So
type
the tent cut to escape collapsing snow mass is what they're saying.
Okay.
However, the snow was like still pretty much fully intact. What is not disputed is the tent was cut from the inside. That's other people have looked at that and go, yeah, that looks consistent with the tent.
Right, but they walked away, so it doesn't make any sense. Why would you walk away if you're trying to escape an avalanche?
To just go, oh, well, if you're under a snow, let me play devil's advocate for the government. If you're under a snow thing and you're like, let me get the fuck out of here, I would do that too.
Austin, I'm too old of a cat to get fucked back here.
I'm not saying that's the be all. But Mr. Fresh, you're assuming I'm ending there. I'm not ending there.
Okay, I'm
not ending there.
No, it doesn't make any sense
So
to me.
let's continue
that
with
theory.
some of
Okay.
what is not disputed. Hikers
Let's hear his
exited
theories.
inadequately clothed. That is true because there's photos of them in various degrees of clothing. No evidence of another human presence. There's no other footprints other than the group. No signs of violent struggle. Now, the bodies don't show any bruising or other broken limbs other than the skull fractures. Injuries existed without external trauma. Like I said, no bruising. There was no impact. It's just that they, when they do an autopsy, they look at everything and go,
Right, but
well,
somebody was missing a fucking tongue.
Correct, but there's no sign of like bruising around to show like.
So there's no way for them to know how this said tongue even.
Because like if you cut somebody's tongue off, there's gonna be a lot of trauma to it.
Yes,
but it was just like almost
clean
almost
whistle.
like
almost clean whistle,
surgical.
almost
like,
surgical
in the 20s.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. With the
like a knife that was heated, so there's no bleeding.
Sure, like it's cauterized.
Yes.
The 20s or 50s?
The 50s.
50s.
So some clothing was radioactive. That is for sure. They have that on the Geiger counter. Deaths occurred over several hours, not simultaneously. I believe they did that with the levels of decomposition.
Yes.
So what remains uncertain? Exact trigger that caused the group to leave the tent. Sequence of decisions. Sorry, I'm typing in something.
If the tent collapsed and everybody was trying to get out,
so
you guys will stick together, right? Why would some people walk this way, some people walk that way?
I'm gonna give my theory.
So here's
but
the
I'm
thing.
gonna...
So exact trigger that caused the group to leave the tent. These are things that are undisputed. They're uncertain. Sequence of decisions after leaving the tent. We don't know what they did.
Yes.
Precise mechanism for the severe internal injuries. That's the really curious thing. Why some injuries were so extreme without surface wounds. That's a really big one. So now, let's go over. Let's be devil's advocate. Let's go over natural and environmental causes, just to cover our bases. Slab avalanche. What it explains: sudden threat forcing the group to cut out of the tent. Okay, I can buy that. Rapid evacuation without proper clothing. Maybe they get jiggy with it.
Yeah, okay.
Miss Fresh, you only had one shoe on for grip. You know what? George knows what I mean. Miss Fresh knows what I mean.
Okay,
and then they went, "Oh shit! The avalanche. We gotta go." Hypothermia deaths.
Okay.
That's it. They're out in the snow in the winter. Like that makes sense. Some blunt force trauma from snow pressure. There has been, like, if you hit the water from the Golden Gate Bridge, it's like hitting concrete. True. If snow hits you at that level of force, sure, it can cause these injuries. Limitations though are no classic avalanche debris field documented at the time. Now, devil's advocate, it was 1959 in the Soviet Union, was not the height of science. I mean, they were pretty well advanced scientifically, but they were not at the height. Footprints reportedly remained visible. That's curious after several months.
Yes.
That's a weird thing.
Bullshit.
Does not cleanly explain extreme internal injuries to some victims also. That's the official explanation. Of course, they're always going to give that. Katabatic winds is the next one. Downslope winds that can reach hurricane strength. Perception. What this explains is perception of imminent danger at the tent. Disorientation and forced retreat downhill. I mean, I've never been in a hurricane, but you've been in. We have pretty aggressive winds here, and you're walking. You're like, whoa, what's happening?
Right.
Hypothermia and poor decision making.
Yes.
Hypothermia could kick in and it affects your decision making abilities. Limitations though does not explain internal trauma. That's not enough to cause a skull fracture unless something hits you. But then you would have bruising. You would have a wound. And rare but possible in mountainous terrain. It is possible in this area, but it's not as common as like an avalanche. It's a very much more fringe theory for these winds. So the next one, we've got a couple for this. Hypothermia induced paradoxical undressing. We talked about this originally.
Right.
A known physiological response where victims feel overheated and remove clothing. In this case, what it explains is the partial or missing clothing. Redistribution of clothing among survivors, of just being like, oh my God, I need a shirt and I happen to have another shirt. Here you go, George, put a shirt on. Limitations, it does not explain the initial evacuation and it does not account for traumatic injuries. Once again, we don't have those answers. Snow collapse / tent compromise, non-avalanche. So they could have just been on a hill and it causes a mini avalanche, or they build into the snow a little bit and the snow collapses. Localized snow accumulation, collapsing part of the tent. What it explains is tent cut from the inside, trying to get out of that if it collapses on you. Panic without a full avalanche could explain the rash, quick dispersal. Decision to move to a tree line for shelter. That's a good place to go because you have the trees to kind of block the snow. Limitations, again, is trauma severity still difficult to resolve. Terrain and accidental trauma. Falls into a ravine. Several bodies were found in a snow-covered ravine. Those were the later ones were found. It's still what this could explain is the severe blunt force trauma, injuries without external wounds due to snow cushioning, delayed discovery of some bodies. Limitations does not explain why they left the tent initially, and injuries are extreme even for falls. So a lot of these are it fits some of it, but not all of it. We don't have all the answers we want.
Well, I've researched this, and I think all of that is true. But there's missing a component. Two things could be the truth at the same damn time. And I truly believe that those things did happen in a way, but I feel like it's because of something else. I feel like something extraterrestrial came down and either extraterrestrial or something cryptid.
So that's one of the main theories. So another one though that they found out later was I believe it was a mile or two away from there. Might have been a couple of miles. There were military exercises going on.
See.
So
always a motherfucker behind it. Okay.
Airburst explosions designed to detonate above ground. They were testing that because we were testing that because you got to think about it. The nuke was dropped 15 years before that, so now they're like, oh, we got to catch up. What that explains is pressure wave injuries. So just a shock wave, it doesn't necessarily cause trauma, but it can cause internal damage.
Right.
Internal trauma without surface wounds, and panic triggering noise or light. So that could cause them to be like, oh my God, what's happening? No verified test records released. The government obviously won't release that. And highly speculative. Let me find I have some others. So there's a human interaction one. This one's crazy. This is one that I've recently been doing a little bit more digging in, is conflict with the locals, with the Mansai people, which is an indigenous people that lived in the region. Now, they were kind of phasing out at this time. However, based on the notes, it doesn't really explain anything conclusively. It just kind of goes, it could be them. The limitations is there's no evidence of a struggle, no foreign footprints.
Right, and if they were humans, I feel like if this was something of the human nature that did this,
it'd be much more graphic, sloppy, very sloppy.
Now, very sloppy.
Even surgical would have wounds. The Mansai also cooperated in search efforts.
Right,
but to be fair though, Criminal Minds has taught us that sometimes the killers are like, let me help y'all.
Well, I don't know necessarily, because whenever your people are already kind of going to, what is it? Instinct. Is that the word I'm looking for?
You got nothing to lose.
Yes.
You ain't got nothing. Extinct. There we go. Whenever you're already on the brink of extinction, I'm not going to go out and be fucking around and finding out how to be no longer quicker than what the fuck I already am on my way to being. So I don't believe that they did that.
Yeah. So let me get to your theory, which is the alien encounter or abduction attempt. So the claim is that the hikers encountered a non-human intelligence prompting panic, pursuit, or experimentation. This is why people cite it, is reports of glowing orbs or lights in the sky in the region. Now, remember also, there were some military exercises going on in the area as well.
So what was they shooting up in the air for?
Well, it was exercises. They're never going to tell us what they were actually doing at the base.
They were doing controlled explosions above the military base.
What were they trying to kill?
Something they could have done.
Yes.
Right.
Well, also, you have to. Well, here's the reason why you would do that, because the reason why Japan was so bad is because it went into the ground, and now you have a half-life. Now you have radiated ground. If it detonates above, you don't have the ground. The ground isn't radiated anymore. It's just the explosion.
Right. So my question is, what would be the purpose of doing that? Unless
to catch up to us, because you gotta think
because remember,
this is the 50s.
We was whipping their ass.
We had just shown Japan the sun 2 times.
Yes. You have to remember what
and they were like, how do we do that?
Frame this is.
This is the Cold War era now. So this is.
I'm
not saying that's the definitive answer, but I'm just giving you devil's advocate as to why that could be.
What I will say is that I feel like they were trying to catch up, yes. But we all know whenever you out there in the mountains, everything, were they trying to test it on something else?
Potentially. Who knows? That's the thing, is we'll never know.
That's the only thing I can come up with. Like, you find a man with no eyes and a neatly slit tongue out of his mouth. That is not a way that you naturally perish in the snow from hypothermia. So now the bigger question is, were they not only testing to catch up with us and exploding, doing explosions and testings, but were they using it to kill things that were out there?
So to finish off, the reasons why people cite it is there were internal injuries without obvious external trauma, something extraterrestrial potentially. Now, let's get back to this part that Mr. Fresh was getting on. Radiation detected on clothing, and they were missing soft tissue. So, like lips, tongue, eyes.
Right, you missing lips, tongue. Hell no.
So now here's the problems, of course, is no physical evidence of craft, landing, or technology. But also, I do think it's very, very, very weird that we had footprints months later.
Fresh footprints.
Right,
Fresh footprints months later.
What do you mean?
Lights are plausibly explained by rockets, flares, or atmospheric phenomena, or the military demonstration that was going on.
They were doing shit up to
And then the radiation levels were low and explainable. However, though, I have heard other people that have been abducted, whether you want to believe them or not, that also stated, like, I did have some radiation coming back down. So now this is purely speculative folklore for that one. Now we have the other one that Mr. Fresh was thinking. Yeti or unknown hominid. So the claim is that a large unknown creature attacked or chased the group. Why people cite it is one photograph interpreted as a figure in the dark. I want to see if George has that. Like this, I think it might be this one.
No, this is the last photo of them that people have.
Correct, but the other photos are like in the daytime. But so what I'm saying is like maybe in the snow or in the fog.
I think that would be sloppy too.
I would agree. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason is severe injuries. Now, so it's almost like a Venn diagram of like you have the middle part, and we haven't found that middle ground. They all kind of intersect. Tent cut from the inside as an escape. They could hear something coming, or maybe was attacking the other people deeper in, and they're like, "I got to get out of here," and then they just cut the tent open. The problems, though, no tracks beyond hikers' footprints, no fur, blood, or DNA on any of the people.
Yeah.
Injuries consistent. No injuries, or the injuries were inconsistent with animal mauling. There's no bruising.
There's no bruising. It's not sloppy or anything.
The photo is almost certainly a blurred human in this case, and then it's widely discredited, and it persists in pop culture.
What if Yeti was a doctor? What if he was a surgeon? And he was just like,
let me practice. They call me Dr. Foot.
It's one of those, I don't know, it's a brand called Yeti, and it's literally the thing looks like a, it looks like
there's coolers and then there's Squatch soap.
Fucking Sasquatch or Bigfoot.
no,
I feel like
I was playing, but it sounds spiritual to me.
It does. I still have
a couple more theories because these get really fringe.
Yes,
and these get more into Noah's world.
Okay, go ahead.
So one of them is interdimensional beings.
Of course.
The claim is that the hikers encountered a phenomena or entity not bound by conventional physics. Why people cite it is the lack of a single clean explanation. There's no, it has to be, it's like with how many different variables there are and how little there is, it's like it has to be supernatural to an extent.
Yeah.
Impossible injuries, blunt force trauma with no external wound, abrupt irrational behavior by trained hikers. Remember, these were all trained people. These were all people who were trained hikers. Problems, no testable mechanism. That's the hard part. Is like who would rightfully go in their fucking mind would go out in the snow.
Nobody's
there's no corroborating evidence, but also they're in the middle of nowhere.
How would you know though?
Correct. That's the thing though. Is like how would you know? And then the explanation relies entirely on unknowns, but that calls from beyond. Like everything is unknown at this point. So it's more so a philosophical, not investigative. But I think it just depends on your search method.
Out there playing with a Ouija board, talking to somebody.
So now let's get to that. So now we have a paranormal and occult theories, which are one of them is the cursed mountain / spiritual retribution. Remember, it was called Dead Mountain.
Yes, yes.
One of them, one of the claims is that one of the hikers was spiritually forbidden, and the hikers were punished for going.
Which one?
Kolat Siakio. I don't know. The why people cite it is translation of the mountain name is Dead Mountain. Indigenous folklore misinterpreted as warnings. Deaths clustered in one place, almost as like a sacrificial ritualistic area. The problems are the name is likely descriptive, not mystical, of the Dead Mountain. It's just there's no life growing on it. No Mansi legends describing curses. The local townspeople don't really have any folklore about that. And then there's no historical pattern of supernatural deaths. But let's be real here. When have we ever kept track of that? Now, we have another one is poltergeist or malevolent force. We got a lot of theories. Like we're testing out a new content style here. Poltergeist or malevolent force, a claim is that an unseen force acted on the group inside or outside the tent.
Absolutely.
Why people cite it? Tent cut from inside. No visible attacker. Disorganized escape. Now the problems are no precedent in forensic investigation. All outcomes explainable through environmental stress.
Absolutely. Like that's the most. I think when it comes down to it, Sorry, I'm over here eating beef jerky. This is my popcorn.
She said, "I'm into this one.
I'm all up in this one." So I feel like all of that happened. I feel like whatever the supernatural thing was, it may have caused an avalanche, and it caused people to run. That's why you're finding them here, there. I feel like they
75 meters away.
Right.
Yeah, they ran a while.
Scattered, like roaches.
But it don't. What doesn't make any sense is if something was attacking them from the inside, why the fuck are you walking away?
What else are you gonna do?
Walk away
in a panic?
Who said that they walked? They could have ran.
Well, they did say that the footprints were consistent with walking, not running.
Why would there be? Hold on. It just gets back to where I said bullshit. Why would there be footprints?
That's the other thing. Is like, why is there fresh footprints?
I feel like it's a cover up of some sort.
Like you go to Mount Everest, there's not footprint. There's bodies, but there's not footprints. So now here's a fun one: psychic or mind control event. The claim is that a force-induced panic or hallucination simultaneously across the group. Why people cite it is coordinated flight behavior. They all dispersed. Experienced hikers abandoning shelter. That's where it gets a little like, why would they just walk away? Now, the problems are no known mechanism, and hypothermia, wind, and darkness are sufficient explanation.
Yeah,
it's good enough for people to to go. All right.
I feel like it's all of it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a big whatever this was, supernatural. Could have even been a cryptid of some sort.
Yep.
Could have had
these
mind
next
control.
two are my favorite though. Like these are like I feel like Alex Jones talking about these ones.
I feel like something else happened.
Yeah.
And once that happened, natural evolution, like let's say there was a spiritualist that needed, or not even, I don't even want to call him a spiritualist, but let's say as somebody who needed like parts of bodies for sacrificial
like
situations.
Creepers.
Okay.
So here we are. I already got these folks that are dead. They're freshly dead. Let me go ahead and cut this tongue
Just
off.
taking advantage of the situation.
Now there's no So I feel like that could have happened.
Very.
Where they already were dead or about to be dead,
Sure,
or somebody
but also you
did
gotta think
something to cause them to die.
You also got to think this is like a multi-day trip. So it's like somebody going to Mount Everest for ritualistic. It's like you could find it other ways, but I'm not saying they couldn't happen.
Yeah, but they didn't put. My biggest thing to dispel every single thing is they never put the grill together. But
Correct.
They didn't put the stove together. They didn't even have a chance to eat their first meal when they set up the tent. They literally died that day before they got comfortable.
Yeah.
Because nobody was going to bed before they ate.
Right.
No.
They were going to eat dinner first. So my thing is they were setting up shop and then got killed.
Yeah, which is that's.
So it wasn't even. It couldn't have been nighttime because then the stove would have been fully together. So you got to think at a time when they died. They died probably mid afternoon. Like they didn't eat yet.
So this
clock it. I never even thought about that.
Mr. Fresh is coming here. He's like case closed.
Well, he's very he's over analytical.
He's very analytical.
I'm way too over analytical.
I'll be like,
so I'm gonna have to keep bringing these, and Mr. Fresh is gonna solve them all. We're not gonna.
I'm not
it's
saying
gonna
it's
be cases from beyond.
But it didn't make sense that like obviously it wasn't a nighttime thing, so it wasn't like middle of the night panic, everybody's running. Like it wasn't.
Well,
like
I believe
that.
they said that when they were getting there, by the time they would have gotten to where they were, it would have been later. It would have been starting to become evening. Because it was several miles from the last place that they checked.
Somebody killed them as soon as they got there. They
Maybe
didn't have a
followed
chance
them.
to settle in.
Maybe followed them. So here's a couple more fringe ones. This is my Alex Jones ones. Are secret science and exotic weapons. So one of the claims is an experimental energy weapon. But remember, they were at military exercises going on not too far.
Does not sound crazy now.
The hikers were exposed to a classified directed energy or pressure-based weapon. Why people cite it is internal trauma without surface wounds. Soviet secrecy. At the time, we're at the height of the fucking Cold War.
Yes.
Or in the beginnings of the Cold War, and they're trying out everything. And then radiation findings could explain like why they would have that.
They could have been testing
here's one of the problems, and I would argue against this. No evidence such weapons existed or we had weapons like that. We have a heart attack gun. You point at somebody and they have a heart attack.
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah, you never heard about that?
No.
Yeah, it's like a secret service weapon that like they can use like.
Fuck is the government doing my tax dollars like for real?
Now you know.
Being,
heart attack
being the
gun?
top 5 militaries in the world, that's what they're doing. So, and then the other thing is no environmental damage consistent with deployment. Now, the military could have covered it up and then put tracks back in the.
That makes more sense than anything else.
The reason why that the notes that I have from this kind of disclaim this is like it was really Cold War paranoia amplified by secrecy. Sure. Now this next one's cool. Atmospheric plasma. I have a lot of theories about this. There's so many ways we can go with this. So this one is atmospheric plasma or ball lightning. A rare natural plasma phenomenon interacted with the group. Now ball lightning is a thing that has happened. Why people cite it. Remember, there was reports of glowing spheres, panic without visible threat, burns on bodies. There were some burn marks. Ball lightning, here's some of the problems. Ball lightning is brief and localized, does not explain trauma or group movement. It would be like static in one spot. It's highly unlikely, but occasionally it comes back up in the conversation.
The government know it. They know damn well what happened to them folks down there on.
So I do have a George theory here that he's going to like, but I have one that you're going to like first, and that's time, reality, and simulation concepts. So the first one is time slip or temporal distortion.
Ooh.
The claim is that the hikers encountered a time anomaly or reality shift. Some people cite it because of fragmented events, no clear causal chain, and bodies found at different times and locations. No empirical evidence and not falsifiable.
Okay.
Science fiction framing is kind of the whole thing there. Now this one, I'm going to let George just hand. No, I'm just kidding. It's the simulation glitch. And so this is that the event reflects a breakdown in an artificial reality.
George is going to convince me about the simulation thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain these, and then I'm gonna let him cook. Why some people cite it is because absurdity and probability of details. These details are fucking wild.
Yes, they are.
Modern simulation discourse applied retroactively. So this is now, like I said, this is the 50s. This is now something we are aware of. But to be fair, that's the whole point of science.
Right.
Problems: philosophical thought experiment, not investigation. It's kind of hard to test that. And then the status is this is an internet era reinterpretation. George, your thoughts?
I've been thinking about this part of it. I do think that I needed to understand the reasoning as to why they were doing the trip. And I don't know if you had covered that right off the bat and I missed it. But
they just wanted to do it. I think it was just like we're all friends and we're going to do this.
So it was for a specific type of certification that you get.
Yes.
So they were trying to get like level 3 certification.
Yes,
they were also doing research on the area, which included testing out frozen soil based on what I was able to
find based on his findings.
Fingers crossed AI worked. Regardless.
I mean, they were trying to get,
that's what they want us to believe.
I glossed over that in my notes, but yes, they were trying to get a certification, but it was like, hey, we're all here, might as well do it.
Right.
But the thing with these people is they look a little too, like, the situation in the case has exploded to the fact where we can get like these high quality photos in the middle of the wilderness in 1960. I'm not saying that that's impossible.
Yes.
Right.
But I'm just saying, what if these people were time travelers? And I've been having this like thought process more about certain cases that are unexplainable and how, and every time travel show we watch, the reason why they're going back in time is to stop something. And it makes me wonder what they could have possibly known.
Yeah.
Let alone, you know, other people trying to inflict harm on them. But I don't know. When it comes to cases like this, I know we haven't talked like Charlie Kirk stuff and everything, but like when it comes to what this could have eventually led to with one of those people making
the butterfly
out,
effect.
that one person that had an illness and had to leave, you know, like
yes, because we cannot forget him. We cannot forget that there was one.
There was one guy who left a day or two before the deaths happened,
and so he avoided what would have been certain death. But I also think that
he was meant to kill them. He was actually an assassin, and he took them on a.
But another thing is too. Let's not overanalyze this. These guys are idiots, all right? Like the circumstances that they went on a hike in their last photo, which it's amazing they have as many photos as they do. It's a little shocking. I don't know.
I was surprised.
I wouldn't think that, you know, the Instagram models that they were in the 1960s were taking all these IG photos before they go on a hiking. Look at this one photo I'm going to pull up.
I was going to say, put them up. They're very clear. So first of all, and then all of this stuff got destroyed, but this camera did not even in the least bit.
Well, so some of the photos that they have, I believe, were taken by people at stops. Because remember, it's a multi-day trip.
I wish I could see it.
Because I don't think they brought a camera with them. Because you have to think, back then, cameras were not what they are now.
No,
they were huge. I mean, you had some smaller.
Little ones,
I have one from 1930s. That's kind of small, but they were expensive. They were especially in the Soviet Union.
Yeah. So as far as the simulation theory goes, I mean, I like it. I mean, it's unexplainable.
The Soviet Union.
Yeah, it's Soviet Union. I put up the map too to see like how far apart the bodies were, and that
that was far. It wasn't
it? At least it looked like it.
That's
on the
almost
map.
an entire football field.
No, it looked super far.
And
so they wasn't racist in the Soviet back then,
huh?
Because they was.
Well, was that back when Stalin was starving the peeps, or? I would imagine that's when Stalin was.
No, he was dead by then. He was dead 6 years before that.
Okay.
Excuse me for not knowing history. I barely know American history, let alone other countries.
No,
yeah, Stalin. From what I remember of him, like he was like worse than Hitler in the fact that
Stalin
he killed way
terrible.
more people.
Wasn't he considered a totalitarian?
He was. Let me see if it.
Yeah,
explains
a totalitarian, if I'm not mistaken, was someone that wanted total like control over everything.
Sounds like somebody I know.
I know. Thanks.
Wait a second. That's my house.
He has his own thing. He has his own thing called Stalinism.
Yes, I learned about him.
Yeah,
in,
so it is its Italian form of Marxism, Leninism.
Yes.
So it's like all the worst.
Terrible.
It's like all the worst things of communism.
Yeah. Some of the things that he did made Hitler look like a fairy. Like he was a terrible guy. He was fucking horrible. I learned about him in 9th grade history, but I will say this, and I guess we can move on to the next.
Yeah, because that's really it. It's
I
like,
will
it's
say
still
this:
like
things are spiritual and they are worldly, and then the government also they do shit. I believe that they know more than what they let on.
Of course,
they're right up the street blowing off bombs, trying to compare it to America. There's no way that you don't know what happened to these hikers that are so close to your base.
A mile away?
Yeah, hell nah.
A mile away.
And then the fact that somebody's tongue, it almost makes me think like
mass murder. A mile away.
Mass murder because somebody's tongue is missing, somebody's eyes is missing. It's like almost symbolic to shut the fuck up, you didn't see anything.
Right.
So I'm just like,
cut your eyes and cut your tongue out.
I'm
Hear no
like,
evil, see no evil.
Yes.
Right, come on, man.
I wonder if somebody's ears is missing. It doesn't make sense. But that I've read about that a couple of times, and I thought about like covering it, but I can't pronounce any of the words. So.
Diet love fast.
Now I know this is going to sound stupid, but I'm going to say it. I know some of y'all been watching it, right? Welcome to Derry.
I have not actually.
So,
friend,
I'm also really not big into it.
You don't see him until like the 6th or 7th episode.
But even then, like just the world, like I'm like.
So I'm not going to give y'all any spoilers, but I am going to say that there's a character, right? Mm-hmm. There's a character that they utilize. He's an African American gentleman, and
is he a soldier?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because I've seen some bits and pieces,
and they utilize him, the military, like he's employed by the military.
Yeah.
To use his spiritual abilities.
They're weaponizing it.
They're weaponizing his spiritual abilities, and they're utilizing it. So he has like he has the gift of sight. Like he can see things,
Well, another show, I don't want to give too many spoilers because it just happened with Stranger Things 5.
Oh yeah.
You find out that they're doing.
Please don't spoil that.
The government is doing the same thing,
but
though.
But
I'll leave it at that.
We always kind of knew that with that show.
Look, you got Welcome to Derry. You got Stranger Things, which I haven't seen Stranger Things yet. But you got Stranger Things.
5th season?
Listen.
You got Lovecraft Country, which they
hide
just
all of this shit in our eye, like in plain vision.
Faces.
Like, listen.
Look at the last 5 years. We have known that there are extraterrestrials.
But then if you tell them that you talk to spirits, they'll put you in a crazy house.
Yep.
Hello.
Let me sip my tea.
Well,
AKA
you know
my
what? That's what I was just talking about. I released a video, I think either yesterday or the day before, where
bro, you be releasing videos every 10 minutes. I'm like, damn, how am I gonna catch up?
Don't toot my horn. Just be prepared to be sick of me. But there was one that was of Kash Patel, which is the director of the FBI, saying that they are doing witchcraft in Washington. And he was on, I think, CNN or something, and I made a video about it. And it's always been a thing, not only witchcraft, spiritualism, things that are very low vibrational has been going on within the government, military, whatever the case is. And they demonize it with regular people because why would I tell you that it works? I'd rather have a smear campaign against every traditional spiritual act, whatever. I'd rather say voodoo and Wiccan and all that is of the devil than to say it actually works and we're practicing it. Because why would I give you that much power?
Yeah, why venerate it? Why give it power?
But you also got to think, and not to go too deep into the interview, but if people watch the interview that we had with our guest, they'll see that he said one of his closest associates works in the Pentagon, or was it the Pentagon, or where?
Oh, Mr. Fresh. Hold on.
That episode's not even out yet.
Whoa.
It's not even out yet, Mr. Fresh.
I forgot he said that shit.
That actually comes out next week if you remember.
I'm just saying.
We just gonna say that's
a teaser. That was a teaser.
That was a teaser.
You know what I mean?
You can see it next Tuesday if you remember, though, on either Black Cauldron or the Calls from Beyond.
I'm just saying.
So become a member today.
So we know of people who know of people who
look at
are in those positions
the bitch
of power.
at the Saints game who had a voodoo doll.
Hello, and was doing this. And Patrick Mahomes, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
Played like shit the whole night. They had voodoo dolls because guess what? The energy was there. It doesn't matter if you just bought it just to be an asshole. But if you have a stadium full of people with Patrick Mahomes dolls, poking it, baby, he's gonna fuck around and find out. Just like the energy whenever the Saints won the Super Bowl and they brought that voodoo practitioner, that mambo in there to, smudge and cleanse the arena, and they won. It's about
George
the
was
energy.
hyped then. George was hyped as a Saints fan. He was
Listen,
hyped.
I would have been too if I was a Saints fan, but it's still a sad day. But whatever. Either way, you have to think about these things. I would never tell you how powerful you really could be if you unlock parts of your brain for one, parts of your consciousness for two.
I feel like I have to make poop.
It sounds like slavery.
Hello, they told us.
Let's go ahead and Mr. Fresh. Let's go ahead and pray.
Yes, let us
close
pray.
your eyes. Close your eyes and look down.
Assalamu alaikum, salaam.
And I'm gonna take that Red Bull.
Amen. But in all seriousness, this does not surprise me.
So can we? To wrap up, because we're testing out, this may be a little hint at what season 3 is going to look like for Calls from Beyond. What do we think? I want to go one by one. Dyatlov Pass incident. What do you think it is? I'll start with me. Okay. I think it's either between an interdimensional thing or extraterrestrial, based on the radiation levels, based on the injuries without external injuries, and I do think they could have had hypothermia. I do think that is still a factor, but I do think it was used. It was weaponized.
Yes.
It was like they waited for them to start becoming hypothermic, and they're like, now's our time.
Right.
George, because I know they're going to bring the heat, so I want to save the heat for last. But George, what do you think?
The more I've thought about it, I think it was the Russian government training their version of the Navy SEALs to execute a murder that looked so unreal that we would be talking about it today. That's how scared Russia wanted to make the United States of what was possible. In a blizzard, we can take the lips off of people. Don't think we're not fucking around.
Yeah.
The more I thought about it,
what does your Ford look? Oh, you guys don't even have Ford. And then they go, oh, I see.
Yeah.
You have tracksuit. We have vodka.
I take lip off man.
I take lip off man. You drive Mustang. We not same person.
Nah,
America.
Listen.
We make Kalashnikov. You make every gun in existence.
Yes, that's a really good theory.
That is a good one. That's a good theory.
That was heat. I wouldn't have.
Why would they have so much media taken of it? You know what I mean? I'm just getting back to bro, these guys are getting qualified.
Here's the thing though, I feel like if they wanted to cover it up, they wouldn't take that much media.
Yeah,
I feel like it would work the opposite.
Okay.
Think about how many pictures are there of the
Osama
Osama bin Laden raid? There's only a few. That's why they're so hyped up. There's only a few.
There's movies made about
it.
There's movies.
I've seen
movies
him
about
hanging.
sinners.
Yeah.
Osama, we didn't hang him. That was Saddam.
Oh, Saddam. Yeah, yeah.
Osama's the one we shot and then they dumped him out in the sea.
Oh, yeah.
There's the picture of his anime waifu collection, which is kind of funny.
He was very weird.
Yeah, which means he watched Family Guy talk about him.
He was very eclectic. I will say that. He was a normal ass man.
You know, the dude who shot him was listening to the game when he shot him.
When he shot him?
He really liked Lady Gaga too.
I think the Red album or the Red something by the game when he shot him.
Well, because I don't know if he was, yeah, because trust me, I went down this rabbit hole. Some other SEALs have said that he didn't do it.
He didn't.
So, there's some people
I went down that rabbit hole too.
Yep.
They was like, this man is lying his ass off. But
he was on the team. There's pictures of him on the team, though he didn't take the shot. But think about it though. There's only a handful of photos of the Osama bin Laden raid.
Right.
Because they didn't want us to know.
Right.
But we have fucking A73 photos over here of the fucking.
So
now, to be fair, you can sharpen images in Lightroom now. Right. So
I'm just saying.
I do think George's idea is a good.
It's a propaganda machine. If we've seen anything, everything is fear based. At that moment in time, they wanted everybody to be afraid of them, and this is low-key a fucking genius way to do it. You know what I mean? And it's terrible.
I like where you're going.
If it was their version of the Navy SEALs that executed the plan. In that condition, and they made it look like that, that's pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? If you're that's what my military did, I'd be like, whoa.
Okay, we know you're not fucking around. Cool. Let's be friends.
I got one.
Okay. All right, let's get to Mr. Fresh now.
And I'm going to save Noah, the best for last, because anything that we say is going to be wrong anyway, so we know her opinion is the right opinion, we just come to be arm candy, but So I like where you're going with it, George. I'm gonna take part of what you said, adapt it to part of what I'm gonna say, but right. I'm gonna flip it a little bit though, right?
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna flip it a lot. So
he's gonna keep a little bit of it.
This is what I think. I think that the tribe, whatever that tribe was, the Mansi tribe, they were on their way out. They ain't have nothing to lose. I feel like they found them 10 people, 9 people, how many ever people it was. They hunted them down. They're a tribe. They live off of the forest. They could have, set something up, made something ignite, like some type of scent that drove them, like that made them high. Where the Mansi people may have been partial to it. Yeah. They might have been immune to it. So if I come and I hit you with this blow dart and I shoot this shit in y'all tent.
I like that.
Now everybody's escaping, right? But y'all are escaping, but y'all so lucid that y'all can't really get out the tent the right way. So now I'm gonna cut through it. Right. We're gonna
delirium.
Delirium. Yeah. Everybody was delirious, right? However, the tribe was on its way out, like we said. I feel like they found the bodies prior to that.
So something else killed them.
But the Mansi tribe killed them.
Okay, the Mansi tribe killed them.
The Mansi tribe hunted them and killed them because they were upset because y'all are testing bombs on our fucking land.
Yeah, and at this point, you're part of that group.
Right.
Because you just happen to be here.
Right.
And, okay.
Right.
I mean, you're a mile away.
They let you come out here, so you're with them.
Gotcha.
You're either with us or against us.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that it's only 32 of us, so we're killing everybody that's not here.
Poor Mansi. All 32 of them.
So they didn't want the Mansi tribe to instill fear.
Okay.
Because the worst thing that you could do is allow people to fear the unknown, right? We don't know what the Mansi tribe is capable of. If we knew that they could creep into our neighborhoods and give us some shit to make us so delirious that we
just lose all senses.
All senses, just so they could kill us how they wanted to kill us. Mm-hmm. So then they came back and they staged the footprints at that time, because even if there was snow, that snow would have melted.
It either would have melted or the wind would have covered it up. Right. Like, so it doesn't even have to be crazy winds to cover it up.
So why not stage the footprints, make it look like it was that? We deep down inside, we know the Mansi tribe killed them. But if we tell everybody that the Mansi tribe killed them, then now we're going to instill fear in our communities.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
We're all in deep thought over here.
I know.
The reason why I really liked it, Mr. Fresh 2, is because I was like, oh my God, what a perfect way to test a human's capabilities if the Russian government was to give them drugs to see how long they can last in certain circumstances and situations.
What would they do?
Oh, yeah. Like if they, but it went bad. Like I think they thought it was going to work, and then whatever they thought was going to work just went very wrong.
I really love that philosophy. How do we justify the tongue being cut out? Like somebody was angry enough to cut the tongue out.
Or it's a trophy.
Like somebody did the beef jerky. I don't know what the fuck they took it for, but you're taking a tongue to send a fucking message.
That's
you know what I mean? Like in the hood, if somebody was snitching, I'm finna cut the. I'll finna cut his tongue out.
Mr. Fresh got the YN coming back out.
Cut his tongue out. Now, him and everybody in his crew ain't gonna snitch no more. They not gonna say nothing about us.
Oh, what's that movie? Was that In Too Deep, where LL Cool J really cut that man's tongue out because he was running his mouth? He was snitching.
I don't know. I was traumatized whenever he stuck that pool stick.
Yes, chat. That was In Too Deep, if I'm not mistaken, because his tongue was somewhere else, and he walked in and interrupted that somewhere else. And cut it out.
He said, "That you like." Yeah.
Okay. So that's theory.
Okay, my theory.
Okay.
My theory is that I feel like all of what you said, like the hypothermia and different things like that, the avalanche, all of that absolutely happened, but it was because something extraterrestrial made it happen. Something.
So we kind of have the same theory where something targeted it at them.
I feel like they were out there. We all know that military bases are hubs for aliens and different extraterrestrials. So I feel like they were out there innocently a mile away from this goddamn portal where they're blowing up shit. They know the world's secrets, and there's shit that's going on that is not okay. Like, it's not normal. And I feel like whenever they got there, the aliens not only caused havoc, I feel like there could have been some type of mind control. It could have been some type of delirium that they put inside of it, and they just lost their shit. And then whenever because if you look at it, they're scattering in different areas of the woods. It's not like they were all huddled together and they just died of hypothermia.
They was gone 70 meters away.
They were gone. And like he said, this happened before they could even get comfortable. The sun probably was out. Now, you said it was a mile away, right? The military base?
It wasn't a base. It was just where the exercises. But it was at least a mile, if not a couple miles away.
Right. So since now we don't know if it was a mile or a couple miles, but usually it's dead ass silent out in those type of. I would have expected if there are people that are in danger or hurting or whatever, somebody heard something. That military base knows to some extent of what happened, but I do not believe that it was the Mansi people. Like I said, they were on their way out. They're almost extinct, and to me, it doesn't make sense to put a target on your back whenever the thing you would want to be doing is procreating to make more of your people. So I don't think that. I really believe that whatever this was, whenever it swooped in, it caused an avalanche, because obviously aliens, whatever, come in spaceships or in large crafts, and then on top of that, they were trying to get out. But I feel like it was definitely something with aliens, UAP, ETs, whatever the case is.
Why would an alien make you climb a tree though?
Like, no.
They think it was climbing. That was the one thing that I kind of missed in my presentation, was like, it looked like as if like they were thrown into the branch.
Yes,
but there was no bruises though. That's the thing.
It was running like
Right,
but it was high.
You got to think about it.
High up a tree.
I feel like it comes down to the extraterrestrial, whatever it was, came, and I feel they even could have gotten afraid.
George, they were like, "Oh fuck, my bad, I hit the tree."
Right, like literally, they came up, and then obviously they're seeing something in the late 50s that they've never seen before, and that they're not supposed to know that exists. So they start panicking. They could have been potentially trying to hurt these beings, and so mind control. Let's go ahead.
What if they were secret spies?
Reroute their.
What if they were sent there to spy on the military base?
I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it, because we have aliens out here, and Area 51 is up the street.
I'm talking about the group of hikers. What if they was really covert spies?
They weren't.
Level
I feel like
2 spies.
I'm gonna be honest. Like any size ship that I feel a UAP would be flying in, like would not be able to notice that they were there. Like it. You got to think of the conditions that they were in.
Yes.
If it was a UAP, very realistically, it could have just absolutely just
appeared.
Wow. Oh,
like,
my bad.
Smushed them.
Oh, fuck.
But like as it smushed them, it just blew them everywhere. You know, like how.
Well, that's
it's just like it was so much.
They just appeared and like the gusts went.
Let's be for real. You have to think of it like this, because remember whenever that UAP was over Sapphire. Which, if you're new here, we live in Las Vegas, and
the aliens went
to the goddamn script club. It was hovering. It was and if you think we're shitting you, go to YouTube.
It's on YouTube. It's on TikTok. But there was like a ring around it.
Yes.
Like a almost like a disbursement.
Yes, it was huge. So you think about it. Back then they were even more technologically advanced than we are right now.
Yeah.
So you can imagine how huge that was over the strip club in Las Vegas.
Do you think DUIs happen with aliens? Like, do you think they might accidentally like?
I feel like they be squaring up in the sky. I feel like there'd be sometimes.
Because you know how like you see it like on like especially corners of big roads, and there's like an apartment complex,
like they clip each other.
But then the walls like clipped in. Like how come we don't have that in a skyscraper?
I feel like they have accidents sometimes.
Oh fuck, God damn! Oh my, insurance ain't gonna pay for that one. We gotta go.
Real quick, y'all. I don't mean to cut y'all off, but Ray said something in the chat where I just gotta address that. Ray, our baby factory is closed, sir.
Oh no, he didn't.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words about my beautiful other half. However, there is no heirs coming to any throne.
Oh my God! First of all,
we got too many.
No, because
I don't.
First of all, I talk to Ray a lot.
I know,
and I don't appreciate you. First, these spiritually inclined motherfuckers, they always be up in your aura, and they be seeing stuff. And I already had a reading from a babalawo who said you best be careful because you are fertile during the years of 2026 and 2027, and it could be fertile in ideas.
Miss Fresh, we got to go together. Get tied, get snipped. We got to go together.
He said it could be ideas. You can be birthing a new business.
It ain't ideas. It's not ideas.
Even though yesterday I was watching YouTube.
Yesterday she was like, "I'm having a baby." I was
said,
like, well,
"I'm gonna have another baby next year."
Vanessa, like we were at because I'm doing a white elephant gift exchange for Friendsmas. So we're getting stuff, and we're at the store. She's like, one more. And I'm like, stop saying that.
Listen, no,
Stop
because
saying one more.
I was on YouTube Shorts, and this lady, like, she had this little baby, and it would just sound like a little kitten. And I was like, I'm gonna just have another baby. It has to be a girl baby.
Okay, well, if you want your birth control, homeboy's been crying for the last 2 hours, and we can't figure out why. He's also teething already.
Oh, yeah.
Little bottom.
Oh, he getting out the way. Yep. Because what you mean he's either? Let me mind my business.
This is what happened when y'all see.
No, I'm not.
Y'all get y'all apartment and now shooting up the club.
Listen, I am.
Even though it was before we had the apartment.
I told myself I was
now,
done.
first time we got the new apartment.
He said,
no. You know what the common denominator is? New car.
Oh yeah.
When I got my Jeep.
Oh damn.
We got the Bronco.
Ooh-wee.
I said we're not buying any more new cars.
Yeah,
we're gonna make this thing last 30 years.
What you gonna do now?
No, that's the thing though. It's not big enough.
I was about to say you better because that
we need to trade in.
Kind of small.
Yeah, it's super small, and the back is very small.
Listen,
real quick, I'm so sorry because I've been waiting to say this. Shout out to all of my members. I see that somebody just became a member.
See, I can't see your chat. I have something went wrong.
Thank you so much, Lovely, for becoming a member, as well as Miss Mitchell sent over a $10.
Shout out
to Miss Mitchell.
She said, "Hi everyone. It's been a minute, but I've been on vacation twice, and it just so happens I got on YouTube. You guys were on." But what it do? Hope you guys are having an awesome night. Thank you so much. We love you down. We're just over here speaking Japanese about some Russian people that fucked around and found out on accident. But yeah,
before any of us were born.
Before any of us were born. But I do feel like legitimately it was some type of extraterrestrial.
So we have 2 extraterrestrial, 2 man-made. That's interesting. That's an interesting spread on the theories.
I just don't get what
like the tongue and the eyes.
Yeah, what would an alien get?
Why would an alien abduct anybody?
Okay, so hear me out. Because I'm a YN and I believe that they are retired YNs, right?
Spiritually retired YNs.
Spiritually retired. If I accidentally come up on some people's tents, right, or their camp out, and I'm in this big ass spaceship, and I done made the snow go everywhere, and they're screaming, and now they think I'm a threat. And so they start trying to jump me. It could be just one single alien on its own. Or
so
2.
Just zap them and kill them. Why you got to cut my tongue out?
Right.
For science. Why do we do that to other animals? Why do we test on animals?
But think about it.
For science. God wills it.
We don't know.
Talk, they ain't got mouths.
Who knows what they can do?
So why would they want to know what a tongue is? They had tongues already.
But that's the grace.
That's the grace. We don't know
what about the Anunnaki? What about these different species? So at the end of the day, I feel like whenever they accidentally, crashed their little party, they got scared, started running away.
I do like that they fucking
hurt them, and then they just start fucking them up internally. This is why there's no. If you come at me with a knife or some fire, and I'm like, okay, this is not working out. Yeah.
I'm going to shoot you with my
You're
radiation
a tiny human
ray.
to me. I'm just going to squash you with my mind
Your
control.
balls are going to explode in 3 seconds.
I promise you. This is what I think, okay? I don't think
Ray
the poor man
a lot
see
on
people.
Your uterus tonight.
I'm done. Listen, you have a baby, Ray. I'm done. Okay?
You have a baby, Ray.
Ray
have
is
a
putting
baby.
a lot on your uterus tonight. I
All
don't
these
care for
spiritually
it.
nosy people. But I promise you, Baba did tell me, I got a reading, and he was like, you need to be very careful if you don't want any more children, because it could be that you are going to be fertile or fertile in ideas, birthing new businesses, etc. But don't you put that evil on me, okay? I just got my baby body back from almost 6 years ago. My pre-baby body. I need y'all to leave me alone. Yeah.
Have your own baby, Ray.
Yeah.
And then log off.
I'm going to send it to him. That's all right.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that topic, because it's a little bit of a hint in what season 3 is going to be like.
I know.
We're going to be a little more structured because
it's a lot of different changes.
A lot of different changes, and it's because we want this show to keep going. We don't want it to stop. We enjoy being here for you guys, but also at the same time, when we start bringing on people, we have to be able to support these people that we're bringing on and support ourselves.
Unanimously agreed to the once a month thing.
Well,
I don't know. I think we're still deciding on that. Lives are still happening.
Lives are still going to happen.
Still happening. It's just we're going to try to do more content for you guys.
Yeah.
And try to help build the channel as much as possible, because we want to do. If it were up to us, we would do this 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And just do the show and be like, ask George what he wants to do.
Yeah, obviously, see, I like dropping content. I like talking. So it would definitely be a thing of every day if we could.
If we could pay our rent off of Calls From Beyond, I just do this full time.
Listen.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And we are going to be having a lot of the older calls that will start being posted on this channel.
Ooh,
and
I
I'm
can't
talking.
You guys think we have a lot of content now with the live?
No.
We're talking
Think about this.
hundreds of pieces of content coming your way.
There was. I think I told you guys. There's like 60 something episodes we've done. 63.
Shout out to us. Shout out to us.
Make sure y'all got y'all notification bells on. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of offended because we had like 47 people in here and only 24 of them liked the live.
Make sure y'all like the live. No, you know what it is? Whenever you're on Instagram, whenever you're on TikTok, the heart, they think that's the like.
No, I need it.
Whenever it's the thumbs up, baby.
We need the thumbs
Give
up
us
and
a
the
thumbs
subscribe.
up, please, so we can get to the main page of YouTube. But it's going to be so much. I wanted to touch on Diddy, but I think maybe we can reserve
Do we do that for next week? For the
Yes.
last episode of the year?
Well,
Next
I'm
week's
going to
episode, Diddy
I
do it.
promise content on it because my video is going viral over here on YouTube. Shout out to y'all for watching, commenting, and engaging with it because I was just speaking Japanese because I have been tagged over on TikTok and emailed if I could retouch on Diddy's back tattoo of as lead Dantor.
Yeah.
And
what I've learned from
was
this
just
documentary is
like-
don't fuck with 50 Cent because he is that petty.
Yeah.
It makes me know that I'm not. No, I'm not saying he's in the right. No, he has a troubled past too.
I have a love-hate relationship.
I'm just saying I've learned that I'm not hating my full potential.
No, yes. I realized that
George,
I'm
do we make the
using
documentary about Sticky Paws?
my powers.
We make this.
listen.
Do George and I make the documentary about
But
Sticky
he's
Paws?
the first rapper. He's the first rapper to go from making diss tracks to diss
diss
docs.
documentary.
Diss documentaries and damn near. Can we say diss companies?
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
a diss doc is a whole different type. I'm not gonna diss you on one song. I'm gonna put out 4 episodes of shit.
I'm gonna be
that
on
kill your
primetime
life.
television. Fuck you.
But you know what? We got an old saying, or at least this is a saying that I've heard elders say: you don't conjure with unhealed hands. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause somebody-
so
somebody's
explain
coming
that.
for-
Please explain that.
Somebody's coming for fifth.
somebody is coming for that ass, okay? Because, see, you can't do the things that are spiritually and worldly egregious, such as what Diddy has done, and such as what the Jay-Z's have done, and such as what 50 Cent has
Well,
done.
Marlon Wayne's.
It's coming.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Lady
It's
Angel
not.
Heart said, didn't he buy out a stadium as a diss? Yeah, wasn't it Ja Rule? He bought out like the first 4
Yes, he
rows.
did. He
Yeah.
did.
And he just sat there and he's like, "What's up?" Oh no, he
He
left
said,
them empty.
yes.
He left them
Empty.
Because
empty.
he wanted him to see an empty crowd.
Right, but this is the thing.
But you still buy my ticket, so I don't care.
Yeah, he still got
Right,
paid.
you
But
still
that's
got
funny as
paid.
fuck though.
I'm
You
gonna come
gotta
out and
admit.
smoke a cigarette and look.
Right, it don't make
do a couple
no
songs.
different to me. You know, let my
But you
aunts-
gotta admit though,
Start
that's
doing a
funny as
concert
fuck
in
though.
front of the concert.
Right, just like whenever NWA saw them destroying all their damn CDs, and it was like, damn, people lose their mind over a little piece of truth. And Eazy-E said,
they bought
I don't
them.
give a fuck. They bought them shits. It's already done. But you cannot conjure with unhealed hands.
Ray
And what
said,
that
"Gee, you
means-
not?"
Right. What that
bro.
means is the karmic downfall of 50 isn't going to be as bad as P. Diddy because P. Diddy is of dust now. He has paid the spiritual reparations and will continue to. He is a nobody. We will see P. Diddy on the street and just be like, oh, there go that nigga P. Diddy.
I don't think
That's it.
I don't think
You
it'll
know?
be like, because one thing about it is Diddy is still rich, but he's rich enough to put other people in power so that he could be successful in their likeness.
Can I?
Oh, I got something to tell you.
because I got a story George and I heard. I won't
Hold
name
on,
any
just
names.
real quick,
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
gonna
will
say
not
this.
elaborate. Well, maybe, depending on afterwards. So, you know what the spiritual tea is? Y'all know I'm real nosy within these spiritual streets. So, girl, y'all listening? They said that they swapped consciousness from P. Diddy to Kai Cenat. That's something I heard. And they said, hold on, it gets better.
So like what who P Diddy was
okay.
5 years ago is now in Kai Cenat.
So, how do you explain it? So, I don't know if you watch Sloan Bella, but Sloan Bella is a psychic, a medium.
Is she the makeup one?
No, she is the one that predicted to the day when they were going to storm
She'll
into
tell
P.
you
Diddy
the day,
house
like,
and take him.
I'm seeing
So
July.
she talks a lot about this concept of in the astral realm, how these powerful people will try to steal people's essence. Sometimes they will swap or whatever the case is. And then whenever these people die in real life, they still try to trap their souls to steal their essence, right? So word on the streets is that Kai Cenat, I don't know how this happened. This is not me saying, this is alleged.
It was on Twitch.
It was definitely They said that the shit that goes on behind closed door in the industry, P. Diddy is literally in Kai Cenat's
So he
body.
Dr. Faciliated him.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
There we go. That's the easiest way I can see it. Because
I am
whenever
child.
and people say, oh, you know, that sounds crazy. But as soon as his mother was very against him cutting his locks, he was very against him cutting his locks. But as soon as he cut his locks, who did he look like? Now this man has had the same fucking face for forever.
Maybe that's his daddy.
Log out. Get off the
I'm just
microphone.
saying.
That is not his daddy.
I'm just saying.
But this man has had the same face forever. A haircut would not have done that. If you look like P. Diddy, you look like P. Diddy. With or without hair, you look like P. Diddy with fucking dreads. But they are saying that a lot of controversy and things like that is going to surround Kai Cenat within the next coming years. And the first thing that has happened since the Streamer Awards was that Ty Lil, which is a part of his camp, his best friend, is now being accused of grape by another streamer. So it's like all of these things that Diddy low-key were associated with, whether they were true or not, this is the first step. Did y'all see the Streamer Awards?
No.
It was disgusting. It was literally a humiliation ritual. It was so bad.
You know what? Hold on.
And it was only towards people of color. And not just black people, people of color. The things that were said were terrible. And it got to and then Ty Lil
got political?
No.
Oh,
they
okay.
literally, I wish we can play this. If we play it, will we get demonetized?
Yeah.
No, if it's on Twitter?
It's on Twitter.
It doesn't matter. What doesn't matter? It could be on YouTube. We'll get pulled down.
When I tell you, did anybody see parts of the Streamer Awards? Because
okay. So I see. I think it says controversial jokes target black creators.
yes, it was a humiliation ritual.
So one of them was Fan comparing Kai Cenat to Sean.
Oh, Fan's trash.
To Diddy. Ty Lil presses Fan for flop joke.
And then after he went against the grain and said something, now people are saying a lady came out the next day and said that Ty Lil raped her. She is also a streamer. Now, I'm not saying that it's just very weird and coincidental that all of this is coming out. People are saying they don't believe her. I believe every woman until proven that I can't, or that there's blatant proof that it's a lie. So I'm not saying that, but it all comes back and stems to controversy will swallow this group of creators who all stream together.
But do you feel like there's entities that are put in place? Like, for instance, if I put a battery in a woman's back and say, hey, you should sleep with this person and record it, we're going to ruin his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's internal efforts like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's people put in place.
Yeah, they said she's an industry plant.
Yeah, like,
to ruin it. But
so how do we know that she wasn't? I mean, I'm not taking away anything from anybody. If she really was, graped, then
justice should follow.
But what she, yes,
follow.
Absolutely. But one thing that she did say, and I'm like, okay, is this an industry plant or what? She said that she was super inebriated and she was taken advantage of, and he recorded it. Now,
and you can see it on his members only account.
Right, this is my whole thing. She said she was crying. She was very upset. It's recorded it.
He
recorded it, and then he took her phone and broke it.
Oh, man, I fucking these. Like, what the fuck?
No, but everything.
But that's a little bit
to
different.
The iCloud, though. So
right.
At the end
So
of the
she
day,
had,
I
and
know.
then so that's the thing. Now everybody wants to turn a blind eye because this is Ty Lil, right? So now this is the thing because she's showing them on the phone every bit of 20 missed calls from Ty Lil after she left because she was like, "You great me." So now, whenever her phone, she got a new one and it's synced to her iCloud sync. You see all these missed calls from Ty Lil. So now the spiritualists are like, they've done divination, they've talked, they hang out in these realms, and they said that they put P. Diddy's consciousness into Kai Cenat's.
And the freak offs are back.
This exactly the controversy and different shit that surrounds Diddy. That's his essence. So now it's going to be around Kai Cenat and his crew. And not even a day after the Streamer Awards, after all of that happened, the humiliation, the racially charged jokes, now Ty Lil is accused of sexual assault. So we shall see, my pretties. Because I love a good conspiracy theory. And I love a good destiny swap.
Yeah.
Because I never... Did you ever think that Kai Cenat looked like P. Diddy?
I still don't.
I just saw a photo. I kind of see it. I can understand where somebody would see it.
And the person, one of the creators that kind of mentioned this, because it was on the hush hush, because it sounds crazy, but there was one creator.
This is a photo of P. Diddy, by the way.
No, that's not.
No, it's Kai Cenat.
That's Kai Cenat. Right. But the creator, because this was on the hush hush. I don't think y'all understand.
The far right one.
I don't know.
I could see it. I could see it.
Yeah, but I mean, if you ask certain people, they'll tell you all black people look alike.
That is true.
I look like Rick James.
Look, somebody put him next. Look at this shit George is looking at.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
No way. So this is my whole thing.
It's a half by half?
It's a half by half. This is my whole thing of the situation.
Here you go, Miss Fresh.
I've never thought that this man...
The half by half, I can see it.
Man, fuck out of here. Come on.
Yeah, I mean...
Come on.
But
the shit is just weird, but we didn't realize that until he cut his hair. Now, I don't think, well, I don't know if you guys know.
So what, is he going to be the new person of great people?
No, I don't think that's necessarily what it is. If you were a master astral projector, which I've told y'all that Diddy does not just only play in this realm, he plays in other dimensions. All of the elite people do. Epstein, Trump, they all be up there just kicking
Calls from Beyond.
Calls from Beyond.
We coming to you
this
in your
sleep.
sleep.
This is how we know. No, but
where do you think we got our intel?
Right. So you have to think about, if I am a master astral projector and I have access to powerful people who can help me switch S's with different people.
The Black Cauldron. Book your reading right now with the Black Cauldron.
Hello, and I'm gonna do a reading on this too when I get home, because I'm very curious, because I learned this information maybe yesterday or day before yesterday. If I'm able to do this, why wouldn't I go back to a younger version of myself who is not as controversial as I am, and is successful, and does not have to be a talented backup dancer for my artist? But everybody around me is eating. Everybody around Kai Cenat is eating.
If he was the switch to that younger person, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't make any sense why he would put his best friend in a position to catch a grape charge. You know what I mean?
It's to keep the look away from him.
No, because you have to think about it. Think about it with the most irrational brain. Think about it as an elite people.
That's what I would do it for. Is I don't look at me.
To do different things, sacrifices. No, listen. To do different things, sacrifices have to be made.
So
humiliation rituals, different allegations, doing shit that just seems like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Going to Scientology, and now you have a blockbuster.
Somebody asked me about to cover Scientology too. It's so funny you said that, and I told him I would. But these are all sacrifices that Kai Cenat may not even have agreed to. These are humiliation rituals. Because that man, Ty Lil, got on the Streamer Awards whenever they were making all those racist jokes. Ty Lil literally called Fan over and snatched the mic and was like, since y'all want to be funny, if y'all gonna be on this microphone talking shit, at least let y'all jokes be funny. That's strike number one, because why you do that? They got to put you back in your motherfucking place.
Maybe it was Fan to put the battery and Girly back like, hey.
Well, but who is what organizations are these people a part of?
I don't know who Fan. I don't even know what Fan is.
It's all meta.
I thought it was a person.
It's a woman. It's an Asian woman. These people are just pawns for a bigger organization. You have to think about that.
And they're the ones that caused the Diet Love Pass incident. It is all connected.
It really is. It really is.
No, that's crazy though, because it's like it would be like. It like hurts to think like, oh, we got Diddy, and he's like, no, you didn't. Here I am. What? Okay, I would like I believe you because you've hardly ever been wrong. I think I would believe you 1,000% if like Kai Cenat released like an R&B album like next year. I'd be like, oh my fucking god.
Oh my god, please don't piss me off.
What's like a popular P. Diddy song?
Okay, and another thing is his mother. The signs are there. Something is going on with Kai Cenat in his whole camp. When he accepted his award, he talked about mental health. Kai Cenat has never looked as miserable as he has been looking for the last couple of weeks, months.
I would say I think it all started with his Streamer University, because he had to like fold it. Like he brought people in who did not care about him, and they fucked it up, and then he had to.
Every one of them though. Look at all of them that were at Streamer University. Yeah. DDG got in trouble with
Agent just looks miserable.
Got in trouble with Holly Bailey. cooking with Kaya. Her sister died, and now she's depressed. She's a nobody. Now she's broke. She literally went on the internet and said, I don't got no more money. I'm broke.
Yeah.
All of these people that were there that either didn't conform to what they wanted them to fucking are suffering. Like they're suffering. They're not anybody anymore. And it just comes down to your locks are very spiritual. His mother asked him and pleaded with him.
He cut his antennas.
Yes.
Cut them antennas.
Whenever you lock your hair, the hair on heads is not just hair.
Yeah.
It is literally an antenna to the source. That's why whenever we go out into the sun, it's great to go out in your fro whenever you're in a
so how come, like, for me, if because like when I went bald, everything went up.
Well, just think of it like this: you got more. You can go ahead and let the sun just beam on your bald headed ass head, and
that
you
is
got
true.
direct
Does feel right, George?
contact.
That shit feels nice though.
But also you also started having more conversations about being spiritual. And
I did, and I did also have.
But you start believing more.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a huge tower. George
and it felt
George
like,
and I had a massive tower.
Yeah,
moment
you
last
had
year.
tower moments, and it felt like your ass was getting dragged. Right. So his mother, first of all, Kai used to always include his mom and all of his
very
streams.
family oriented.
You know, whenever it was that, congratulations.
You know what I want to say though?
You don't hear nothing
you know what
from
I
his
want to say
mom
though
no
about that is like, and George, maybe I don't know if you follow Kai Snap that closely, but like he started to see miserable after he had Kevin Hart on.
Yes, and then you got Ray J in his house, which that's Ray J's house. People don't know that the
Ray J owned that
And
house.
he rents it out to them.
Yes, but all of it was look at what
first.
they were doing. Why is a grown man in Speedos in your shower sudded up chasing you? Like, that is weird. Humiliation rituals. You have to give something to receive it. These people are pawns. I feel like the reason why Kai Cenat looks so miserable is because he has better morale than that. But at the same time, I can't feel that bad because he said black people don't got culture.
Who said that?
Kai Cenat.
What the fuck?
He's not black.
No, what is he?
He is, I think
Islander.
he's
Some
Asian.
type of islander.
He is Caribbean of some sort. Or is he? Chat, tell me what he is. It's either Caribbean or like a Nigerian or something.
He's definitely, I think he's some type of Caribbean.
Yeah, he said black people don't have culture while actively colonizing our culture. But that's here nor there. All I'm saying is that something's going on with that camp. You know, Tyler spoke out at the Streamer Award. Now he's being accused of rape. It comes down to what I said in my last video. If you have not watched my last video, go watch it.
Fuck are we doing? We're actually, you know what's fair? We are both uploading content daily, just not on Truly Bizarre on my channel. I'm uploading vlogs daily.
We've been dropping bombs, and the last one that I posted is Satan lives in Los Angeles.
I did see that in the thumbnail. I was like, yo, okay.
So, and it's a story time with Rebecca Journey that we had on the show. Yes. And she talks about a story that somebody submitted about meeting the devil in Los Angeles. But I watched a story time.
Probably a talent agent.
Let me tell you, I watched a story time a year and a half ago, and every time I would try to react to this story time, it would never work. And it's with a big YouTuber who back in the day, 2013, 2014, whenever Vine was super big, was invited into one of these industry parties. They are no longer just going after singers, actors, rappers. They are going after influencers. They are going after social media content creators.
Well, because that's the new celebrity.
That is the new celebrity. So people,
if y'all want to let me sell my soul and get a mansion,
it don't be worth it though.
No,
because
but
I one of these days I hope that I can figure out how to work OBS so I can respond to this.
Yeah.
Because he went to the party and he was invited by his friend. His friend had already been to several of these parties. So whenever he goes to the party, he's like, "Oh, it's super fancy." He sees different, he said he cannot name them. Very high-ranking
he saw George Carmona
creators.
there.
Everybody's in the
George
comments.
was
They're
there.
like, "It's Mr. Beast." Like they're saying, he won't say who it is. He's still scared to say. This happened in 2013.
I don't feel like it's Mr. Beast, but I feel like it would be like a Markiplier or something, like somebody who's like been around forever.
No, he said it's somebody that is literally still to this day the top earning philanthropist creator on the internet.
I don't
Who
think
else
it's
are
Mr.
we
Beast.
talking about? So either way, he said he's seen all of his favorite content creators. This is Divine Days. You see all these famous people. And they go into these rooms and every room is
God
different.
damn it, never mind. No, I was wrong. It's Mr. Beast. Fuck.
Yes, come on now,
Jimmy.
So they're going into these different rooms, right? And one room, it's all this food, but they're eating it and just.
So Mr. Beast hasn't really had a humiliation ritual, but he has had rituals. He did Squid Games, where he's sacrificing people.
But this is private. I promise you,
I am
don't
not
even want to
suicidal
get
if something
into
happens to me.
And
I
that's
didn't
why
do
I
it.
said, child, let me get off this fucking internet for a black van be in front of my door.
Yeah,
because
maybe I should switch to our funny story. We have so we don't
promise,
get fucking.
but this is very on niche. So
Yeah,
he's
no,
talking
absolutely.
about going to this party, and it's like the 7 deadly sins. Every room that they shuffle these party people
like
to,
sloth
it
and
gets
greed.
it gets worse and worse. The first room is
Carmona.
all this table, lobster, caviar, all of these exotic, delicious looking food, but they're all slopping it up. Eating it disgustingly. He's like, what the fuck? So it's like he keeps going and going. In the last room, they made him stop at the door and renounce the Bible. Renounce Christianity, renounce God. And he was like, I can't do it. Like, I'm done. So he leaves, and then he looks, he's peeping they let him out, they kick him out. They like, get the fuck out of here. So then he starts peeping because his homeboy is still in there.
Yeah.
Right?
In my joint.
His homeboy is still in there, and it goes from all of these weird ass, like eating, gluttony, whatever the case is, to he's seeing them do sexual, nasty ass acts, and it's a person videotaping them. It's a person videotaping them.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
And
like
so
LeBron said.
somebody catches him because they took his phone. They caught him and was like, get in the car. We're going to take you. It was so exclusive. They wouldn't even let him know where he was at. So they
said,
him
we're
back,
driving you home. Get in.
Take him back, whatever. They figured out he
That
saw
nigga was
what they.
Oh, I mean, that dude.
I forgot where I was at. The shit was absolutely crazy.
No, it was crazy. He was shook.
Yes,
Like,
because
he
they
was
were
so
following
scared.
him.
He was so scared. He had people buying groceries for him. Like, they were following him. Like,
Who is this?
Some content creator.
Okay,
I forgot his name, but I remember him.
I'll never forget it. I watched it like 3 times.
Like, went back to his mom's crib.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like not to his listed address. And
No, so him and his roommate, because remember, his homeboy is the one who invited him. His homeboy became a very successful, famous content creator, influencer. He's still to this day is an influencer.
It was Marcus Deegan.
So, and everybody tries to guess in the comments. So he's like, his homeboy is like, yo, what the fuck? Why did you leave? Like, he's got an attitude. Mm-hmm. He meets up with his homeboy and was like, yo,
and
I
the homie
saw
start
that.
booming.
Right.
Bro, I ate that dude's ass like groceries, probably what he said.
And
pretty much.
He got super on.
So whenever it came down to it, he goes home. He figures out they're watching him. Somebody's in his apartment when he's not there. Somebody cut the fucking brakes to his car or some weird shit.
Yeah, they was doing wild stuff. Like, they was doing stuff like
He had to
coming
get
in
out
the
of town.
crib. They was coming in his crib and they were doing things that he would know somebody was in the house.
Right.
But like within leave.
But not like breaking the door down. Like, I'm gonna unlock the door, come in. I'm gonna leave your light on, or I'm gonna unplug the TV that I know you plugged
right,
in. So
or
you
leave
can,
the tie off the bread.
No, I think he
stupid.
said. No, he said somebody. I think they took the batteries out of his remote or something
These
crazy. Like,
assholes.
yeah, something.
They leave
But it
like
was
one
just
remote,
subtle
like one
because-
battery.
Let's keep it real. If you see a ghost, if a ghost, you know a ghost is in your house and walks up to you and be like, hi, I'm a ghost. You're like, okay, what's up, Casper? But if you are in your house and you hear something knock over and you hear, ooh, that's scary as hell, even though it's different because you know somebody is here.
Right,
but,
so knowing somebody was in your crib, they took the batteries out your
Black guy
remote.
relog off. She said, why the fuck are we saying the crab leg buffet is never that good?
oh my gosh,
Listen.
the story was insane. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna react to
Yeah,
it.
I remember.
I almost want to switch to this funny story because we get into
Yeah,
what was
Black
that?
Ivy-
What was that movie?
Black
Tom Cruise
Ivory's already
did?
been cut off. I didn't approve her comment earlier. She was talking about 2 men's glistening speedos.
Listen,
So crazy.
So I got a story that kind of leads into this. I won't name any names. But George and I met this guy a little before we started the show tonight, and he went on a very prominent YouTube show. And all I'll say is George and I have worked for that show before. He went on their show and they kicked him off.
Mm-hmm.
Because they like to kick people off. Granted, they were like, this guy's been on YouTube since 06. Like he showed me at least his age on YouTube. He's been on since 06. They paid him his respects. They started talking weird, and he's like, I'm not gonna talk like that, like on this show. Like that's not who I am. And they're like, well then why the fuck are you here? Get off. And he was like, man, fuck you guys. And he flew all the way to Miami, went on the show, did it, is in the taxi cab, and he bought all the trademarks to this show's name. Bought all of them. He said by the time I got to the hotel, I'd spent $300-$400 in trademarking. And he said, because it was late at night, he went to bed, and he said he was dreaming about doing this. He was like, so he said he woke up and he went straight for his laptop, like on a mission, just straight for the laptop. went to Meta and was like, hey, I have a complaint. These are all my trademarks. I need these shows taken down.
For real.
For real.
And they did.
And they did. 9 hours later, they were gone.
Damn.
But like,
I'm gonna go trademark my shit now. Wait a minute.
It was the way he said it though. George and I were dying because he was like, I woke up straight to my laptop. It was like he had a fucking mission.
Damn.
And then he said, he's like, yeah, dude, I was dreaming about it. He's like, I was dreaming about it because I couldn't do anything because they weren't open yet.
God damn.
Like,
that's a petty motherfucker.
That's a petty motherfucker. But
listen, after we end this, I'm gonna ask you how to download again.
We 2 hours in. So.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. But trust me, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this tidbit. Y'all know how y'all be watching y'all favorite like influencers go to like industry parties or like brand parties, brand vacations, especially the makeup girlies. They love those. Let me take you to Tahiti.
I've never done
Tahiti, and
I don't know anything about brand activation and taking photos for Amazon.
Let me tell you, I've heard some horror stories behind that as well, and they're not online. This shit happens. The only people that they don't target that are bigger creators are spiritualists because they know they can't fuck with us. They know it's never going to work. But
me, because I got that dog in me.
Them parties, them TikTok parties. There are after parties after them parties, and I'm gonna leave
no party like a Diddy party, right?
I'm
LeBron,
gonna leave it just like that. I'm gonna leave it like that. Anyway, so what you working on? What's coming up for you?
I've been vlogging every day this month. Vlogmas. I got my little DJI camera right here. I've been vlogging every single day. So when I go home tonight, I'm going to edit this and put it up for tomorrow. You need to follow me on my channel. If Miss Mari could link it. It's my personal channel. I also do product reviews. I do my work. Like my work is up there, which is also my film Sleep. I've already started writing the next film. It's going to be set maybe at a little location.
Okay.
Like this. It's going to be, it's a longer film.
When we going to work on my film?
When you tell me to.
Oh my God. Don't
I need a script, Miss Noah. I need a script.
Oh, you need a script because I already got the script
written. I need a script. I need a shot list and I need storyboards.
Script, shot list, storyboards.
Yep.
All right.
Are you really ready? Because I'm dead ass serious.
I have everything in the fucking back room, Noah. What do you mean am I ready?
Are we ready?
It's a bank robber like Cleo.
Hold on. Chat.
They turned into a spiritualist.
Listen.
Okay.
Chat, are we ready for a hoodoo coated?
Nah, that would be crazy.
A hoodoo coated, and if I see any of y'all rag wearing over your head ass bitches, steal my idea.
That's why you don't tell them.
Are y'all ready for me or somebody to be on the big screen? I don't even know if it'll be me. I thought about doing a casting call, but go ahead.
You on most of their big screens.
Listen.
They watch you in their living room.
You ready for some hoodoo
I'm working on my
content?
next film. I'll tell you, all I'll give away is the name. So the last film was called Sleep. This one, the working title is Crawl.
Ooh.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'll tell you guys out after the show. It's gonna. All I'm gonna say. This last film was a crew of 4 people.
Okay.
This film, I've already got a practical effects makeup person working on stuff. So it's gonna be like this last film was 4 minutes. This is probably like a 10, 15, 20 minute.
Okay.
A little bit longer.
That would be so dope.
Can I be sitting at, can I sit at the bar smoking a cigarette?
Maybe.
Let me do a cameo.
I'll have to tell you guys how the story goes and I'll have to find a way to fit you guys in.
Or can I be like the fat ghost with a holy sock?
Oh, you can be the token black guy. There we go. Because I know there's nobody.
Well, imagine we break the fourth wall and like he sees like the entity coming and he's like, this motherfucker, and then he looks at the camera and he's like,
you can die first in there. Or it could be me.
Yes, you can. I can curse. It's my movie. You can curse wherever you want.
No, but in all seriousness, I'm super excited. I really enjoyed Sleep, like because you don't know what. I was like, wait, there's so many different.
Yeah, that's why I wrote it like that.
I'm like, okay, is he dead? Is he in sleep paralysis? Did a demon get him? Like, what's going on? So it was just a very, very good cliffhanger. It was a nice cliffhanger.
Yeah. So the whole process behind Sleep was more so of like a tech demo. Of like we send that to production company or producers and we go, this is what we're capable of with no budget.
Hello.
Imagine what we can do. You give us a couple $100,000.
Right.
This next one is going to be. We're actually. I don't think we're going to use George. I don't know if I told George, but I don't think we're using the FX6. I think we're using the red Epic Dragons back there, which is the ones they use on Stranger Things. At least the first 2 or 3 seasons.
Okay. Yeah.
We have those are the big cameras in the back.
Amazing.
So I got that. Truly Bizarre is coming back. I'm actually kicking it old school. I'm doing the videos that Christian and I used to do.
Good.
I'm doing that level.
Call upon your ancestor to help you.
Yep. So I'm doing that. I'm actually going to do that after this. I have a bunch of scripts already I got to record. doing that. So go follow the Truly Bizarre. Go follow me on YouTube. It's just my name. Please. I think Mari put it in there. Please go subscribe. I'm only at 100 subscribers. I mean, we got 200 views on this video already. Like, all y'all.
Come on,
man, you better than me. I only got 6 on my channel, even though
that's because y'all better quit talking about my friends like that. Y'all are abundant in it. Subscribers, money, and opportunity.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Is Mr. Fresh? We just have to manifest it.
I said 6 right now. That shit. Right now, I didn't say.
He hasn't checked his phone yet.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn of what I'm working on. Or did you?
I think I got everything. Truly Bizarre is coming back. New movie. I
feel like there's something else.
Well, I have my business, so follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, this is the best businessman I know.
Business stuff happening. My YouTube, go follow me there. And then I just cannot stress enough how much we are doing on the back end for 2026 for Calls From Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Like this show has changed from us just having fun to us literally building an empire. Like the ways that Mr. Fresh and George have stepped up and Miss Noah has like blown me away. I mean, I knew they were all already incredible individuals, but they just stepped up and were like, all right, we're going to crush this shit now. And I'm like,
we got to level up.
We got to.
You know what I mean? We can't be the same people we was last week or last year.
So I just want to, that's going to be my last thing I talk about is Calls From Beyond. Next week is our last show of the year. It's not the last piece of content coming out. We have content coming out
I'm so excited.
next week and the week after. Mm-hmm. All I'm going to say is prepare for more, prepare for the team to get a little bigger, prepare for a change on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good. George has really taken over post-production. Yes. And it's going to, you guys are going to be blown away with
George is amazing. Shout out George.
Mr. Fresh is hella stepping up with hosting, coming up with ideas.
I can't wait to tell y'all.
Yeah. Mr. Fresh is coming in here and I'm like, what am I here for? Like, Mr. Fresh got it.
I'm so excited. Calls From Beyond is going to be very, very major in 2026.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I think we should let Mr. Fresh and Noah or George go first.
Yes, go ahead, because I'll be having a lot to say.
No, because after you, usually George like to cue the music, so that's why I had to ask first. Like, you know what I mean?
I was bragging on you, George. I was bragging on you.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. It's crazy.
He's so nonchalant.
I
don't think y'all understand how amazing like my team is. All 3 of them, and I really be like bragging. Like, yeah, I got a homeboy. He's an engineer. He be on this and this and this and that. And I'm like, they like, oh, I watch that. Whatever the case is. Like, y'all are really amazing, and I can't wait to see what we raise this little baby that we created up to be, because. When I say this shit is finna take off, hold on to your weaves, wigs, and waves caps, because it's coming. It's a whole big facelift for everything that we're doing.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Last episode of the year, which will come out the day before New Year's Eve, is going to really highlight to you guys how far this show has come and some of the best moments we've had. And it's going to be a really nice piece, and we are excited to put that together for you guys. That will lead us into what is going to be. You better buckle up, motherfuckers.
Buckle up,
buckle up. All right.
God damn it!
Hold on to your wigs and wave caps.
I introduced George to a band called Kublai Khan Texas today, and that's his energy right now.
It's gonna be amazing. Okay, so what are you working on?
Mr. Fresh.
I always gotta say thank you.
No, George.
Somebody.
That was George's spiel, I guess.
So first thing, before I tell y'all what I'm working on, I want y'all to look at one of Noah's most recent videos. There's a thing on there called Psychic Source. I don't plug a lot of things, but if y'all click on her link and go to her little Psychic Source thing. Listen, I sat there. She got a 20-minute reading from this lady, and she was a hoodoo.
Yeah, Louisiana
she
Creole,
was a Louisiana Creole, 2-headed doctor. You know what I mean?
Psychic Source. I was shocked.
From Psychic Source. So
is Psychic Source like the better help of?
Psychic Source is the oldest psychic network ever. It's like 35 years old. It's very, very old.
Back when you called 800.
Yes, like they have survived the Miss Cleo debacle and everything else. Like it is old.
Talk to me now, child.
I was sitting there. Noah, obviously she don't recommend stuff to y'all without trying it herself. Mm-hmm. And so she did her little 20-minute assessment. Where filling out the lady.
Reading, yes.
Filling out the lady and all of that stuff. And I'm just sitting there listening. I'm like, okay. and it's like she was on. She was on. Like usually, I don't be
usually there's a little bit of varying.
I don't be recommending like psychics and stuff. Like I'll be like, if I want to know something, I'm going to go ask my wife because she finna pull out them cards. Mm-hmm. She finna pull out them cards. But it was good seeing her get a reading from somebody else off of stuff that we already talked about and seeing how close it was to the stuff that we already talked about.
I was for real impressed. Like, I know they'd be thinking I'm speaking Japanese when I tell them.
What is it, like 20? What is it, $20 for the?
Yeah, it's $19.80.
Yeah, so it's like $20 for the first reading. Y'all should go check it out.
Use the link in her video.
Yeah, that's all. It's all there. Like, I love Psychic Source. That's probably one of my favorite partners that I've ever partnered with, and I've had some pretty high up here ones, but I really like that.
And I thought about it last week. Like, we should have said something about it, but we didn't say anything about it. And so I just wanted to make that the beginning of what I was going to say. Secondly, I know I keep telling y'all every week that He for Cheap is coming. Listen, I got a boot on my foot.
Yeah, I can't see his
foot. And so I got a boot on my foot.
Well, let us know what the heat is with that then.
No,
like, this thing got airflow.
No, I mean, the Air Forces I got on right now, I paid like $35 for them.
Look at them. They glowing. Them motherfuckers is clean.
They
glow in the dark.
Mr. No, show him. Now he has to make a video.
No, like he got those.
I got them from the swap meet.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
And they're real.
The pawn shop.
I got these from Marketplace. These docks.
Okay.
These are legit docks, and these are like brand new.
Yeah.
I went to the Docks outlet the other day because we went to the outlet to go Christmas shopping, and they had a pair I wanted, and they just did not have my size, and I was like, ah.
You could find heat
for cheap
anywhere. People be thinking that you gotta go. Listen, this jacket.
My
it is a clean jacket.
Baby.
Look, that's still a jacket, y'all. I got that for Noah, and I bought myself one. We got the matching jackets. Listen,
Hims and hers.
I bought them Hims and hers. I got them on Aeropostale.
Oh,
I got them for $54.
Yo, okay. I'm gonna.
And these are legit Lettermans.
I'm gonna put myself out there. Real OG scene kids is what we were called, the emo kids. We didn't used to always have men's skinny jeans. You used to have to go to Aeropostale.
No,
get the women's ones. I remember getting called out in middle school because this girl's like, "I got those jeans." I was, "Shut up, bitch."
I don't buy shit off of Aeropostale, but I'll get my Stiller shit off of there. They do have like team stuff on Aeropostale, so I bought me and her the jackets. It was like $55 a piece. $110 for two Letterman jackets.
Okay,
you know what I mean, and they're like heftier jackets. So it's like
I got hot immediately.
George, do you fit your Letterman jacket?
Yeah,
I don't know if I fit mine. Maybe we should bring it one day.
Listen, I wish I had a Letterman jacket. I wasn't an athlete.
What Mr. Fresh doesn't know is that he's gonna have plenty of content because Christmas is coming. And when I say I practice what he preached, and I got a lot of heat for cheap, he'll be just fine.
So then we need a Christmas haul.
Yes,
video.
You're gonna have to.
I've been thinking about it, but I feel like me making a video right now wouldn't do justice because there's gonna be shit on sale because it's a holiday. I want to show y'all how you could get shit for the low on regular basis.
Mr. Fresh,
like maybe a.
Mr. Fresh, I'm gonna give you some advice that I give to everybody.
What?
If you don't start, you're never going to start.
Hello,
you just gotta
post
go.
it.
You just gotta go.
Just fucking post it.
Episode 1 is not going to be great, but you're not going to get to episode 100 until you post episode 1.
Can I get this boot off because it's going to look super funky with the Ray-Bans on when I'm walking like this?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, even at your house, just be. It doesn't have to be that yet. It could just be you at the house and be like, check out these. Guess how much I paid for them?
Yeah, hello.
Just shoot the shit. I got you.
Shoot the shit. Cut it up a little nice. Maybe throw a couple graphics on there.
I just got to finish buying the rest of the stuff.
Yeah,
for my decorations.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
We'll get that all taken care of.
All right, so He for Cheap is coming
because I don't want my audience to leave real quick because I see them leaving.
And I do have an announcement for your audience afterwards.
For my audience as well. Hi y'all. Hey. So I am not only working on the Patreon, it totally is getting a facelift. There will be even more perks if you join Patreon. We're also talking about a conjure house that we are going to be starting that will be a tier on Patreon as well. And there will be one-on-one mentorship opportunities in 2026, the earlier part of 2026. Apparently, I'm shooting a movie too. Y'all just heard it here first. Not quite sure how, when.
What the script is going to be.
Yeah, no, I got the script. Listen, okay, nobody knows this. It's always been a dream for me to make.
Do you have the script written how you're supposed to, though?
No, probably not.
Here, I'll show you right now.
We all think the skeleton key is impressive. I want some shit that's even worse, even better, I should say, in a 15-minute span. So
this is another one I'm writing. This is how you're supposed to have scripts formatted.
See, I'm not there yet. But I will
Let's
see
do
this.
Let's do a hoodoo musical.
That's how you
like Carmen hip opera.
If you put your script, Noah, into ChatGPT, could probably make it like that.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, just format it, because I've been using ChatGPT to make things grammatically correct, or if I'm just being a lazy sack of shit, be like, hey,
also this is a very expensive software I got from school,
but we're working on that.
There's a free version.
I mainly wanted to thank y'all because I only got 9 more spots to my trip to Egypt. It is selling out. It's selling out so quickly. Only 9. And what's today? It hasn't even been 30 days. 14th makes 30 days that I released the trip. We are working on trying to do something domestic side. I'm not quite sure where just yet. We thought about New Orleans. We also thought about Savannah. Charleston, possibly, all the portal spots. And we also thought about here in Las Vegas. So just be on the lookout for everything. New products are coming to the store. I am going to put some of the older products on sale because I'm ready to reconjure and offer new services. And yeah. But I mainly just want to say thank you to the people who are here consistently, commenting on my shit consistently, supporting every single thing. Also, we are, for New Year's Eve, we are going to be doing a group manifestation circle, quantum jumping, because that is very, very powerful that day. Even though the new year technically starts during the spring equinox, our ancestors also celebrated December 31st as New Year's Eve. And this is how I jumped in several different timelines. So
very nice.
Look out for the flyer for that. Happy 12/12, everybody. It is a portal day. Make sure you got
11
your
years
manifestations
anniversary today for me.
Don't forget credit. Credit.
Oh yeah, and look out for the credit repair, the magical credit. Y'all think I'm fucking playing? The
Coochie
magical
Muncher gang.
The Coochie What did they say?
Coochie Muncher gang.
Credit repair.
I still resent that, Mari, but
yeah,
I'm
Mari,
gonna let you slide.
I can't let that one ride, Mari.
I'm gonna let her cha-cha slide.
I don't want them to think that I'm gonna be
Discord.
munching coochie to claim their credit. It's not happening.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all look out for new services.
Yes. Don't roll us out yet, George, because I do have to make an announcement.
Yes, for mine.
Hi, Black Cauldron. If you don't know who I am, my name is Austin. I sometimes do spiritual things. I'm a spiritualist, I guess, in training.
Hey.
A baby spiritualist.
But I haven't subscribed to any school yet, so
I think you're a Gryffindor guy.
I'm a high school dropout in the spiritual world.
You want to be Doofendorf.
Doofendorf.
If you're watching this on the Black Cauldron, we are going to be moving Calls from Beyond off of the Black Cauldron and off of my channel, Truly Bizarre, to Calls from Beyond, starting the first episode of next year. So next week we'll still be live on all those platforms, but this is part of the big change.
Yes,
is we have to take the training wheels off and we have to go.
We do, because I think my content is so closely related to this that I think we are getting, some of our audiences are getting a little bit mixed up and confused. So to alleviate that, if you have not subscribed to Calls from Beyond, please do, because normally we take calls, but we don't have any calls. So we speak Japanese about Russians going off in the snow and losing their eyes, tongues, and limbs.
And we also don't want the people who fell in love with her on YouTube or TikTok or wherever you fell in love with her. We don't want you to associate this show with that and think that we're going to be 100% based off of that. Obviously, we're heavily coded with what she practices because that's her lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I mean? However, us putting on a front.
This show isn't based off of just her lifestyle. This show is based off of all of our personalities intertwined.
Right.
So in order for us
today's topic was very much so, we talked about the cryptid side. We talked about the simulation theory. We talked about.
I would like to shout out you guys. If you're on my page and you have not subscribed to Austin's page, the Truly Bizarre, he makes creepy content too.
Hi. I like spooky. I think I might have been doing it longer than you, because I think we started the channel.
He's been in the game way longer than me.
Christian and I. Rest in peace, Christian.
Yeah, he literally has been a content creator longer than me, and he makes content that you got to watch in the daytime. Okay, so
you watch it at night.
I mean, unless you don't want to watch SpongeBob after. That's what I do. It's creepy. It's cryptid. It's right up you guys' alley. And if you're watching this and you really like this, you're really gonna like his content. Same for George. Like, he has his own shit going on too, like Pin and Pool. We have so many different things. And I know y'all just don't sit around watching scary shit all day. Y'all watch football. Y'all watch sports.
You want to learn about tech and cameras?
Y'all know, y'all shop online. Y'all want the best deals. Come on now. We're not just spiritualists with people too. So
we're not one-trick ponies.
Yeah. So go ahead and subscribe to all of our channels. Subscribe. Follow us over on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. The tea is pouring differently on every platform. And yeah, let's start off 2026 on a good foot.
There's going to be some big changes, and I just want
super big.
It's still us. It's
Super
still
big.
everything is still in-house. Okay, it's still
big.
the four of us making all of the decisions. Okay, It is just us being smarter with how we make these decisions. And it's more thought out in our trajectory now.
Yeah,
it's
for
conversations.
Sure.
It's not just going, hey, we're doing this. It's
for sure.
What should we do?
So y'all got to make sure that y'all definitely tap in for season 3. And I'm going to give y'all a spoiler. The black guy doesn't die first.
George dies first.
I think that will be a perfect rollout. The black guy doesn't. No, but I love y'all down.
George,
Thank you so much. The show will resume on Tuesday.
We still have next week. We still have next week.
Even though I'm not gonna hold you, Friday it was cracking up in.
Friday was cracking. That might be a change.
Do y'all want to
because we used to do it on Friday.
Oh no, we can't do next Friday.
Where are we going?
Oh no, we can do next Friday. Y'all want to do it next Friday instead?
I don't know.
Executive decision? Anybody?
Make sure you guys are part of my Discord and CallsFromBeyond.
CallsFromBeyond. You need to be in both Discord chats.
We'll do a poll in both Discord chats. And thank you so much, Carly. I did not forget what you said. I made it to 300 Discord members today. And
God damn.
y'all did that shit like pros. Y'all got me there. I had 80 of them 2 weeks ago. So if we can get to 400 before January 1st, I will give a giveaway. And speaking of, if you watched last week's episode, 2 of y'all won. Somebody won that spiritual bag and never claimed it. Are we going to do a rerun? Are we going to spin the wheel again?
If we don't hear anything by next week, I think we have to.
Yeah, we have to spin the wheel.
How about we just say forget them? I mean, it's like, I'm just joking.
You know what? Log out. Well, sorry, his intrusive thoughts be getting the best of him sometimes.
I'll log out if Maury logs out first because she said
no, Maury, don't log out. We need you.
We need you. But
you're on the payroll, Maury. I need you to do what you do.
Anybody that donated Super Chat at CashApp, we put you guys' name on the wheel and 2 people won, but it was from last episode and nobody ever claimed it. I said email me. That just proves y'all ain't watching them playbacks. Y'all ain't watching it.
Y'all gotta make sure y'all join.
And don't worry, we thought about that for season 3.
Take the poll.
We're not gonna give you guys excuses.
A lot of different giveaways, and it won't just be giveaways of my spiritual product. It could be merch because we are going to revamp the merch. It can be some kind of spooky novelty item. It's a lot of shit that we are going to be doing. So make sure you are subscribed, notification bell on, and if you won, please hit me up. And if not, if nobody hits me up by next Tuesday or Friday, depending, I'll keep y'all notifications on. We're going to respin. Fair.
Maury, log off. Maury said early dismissal. We've been live for 2.5 hours. It's not early dismissal.
I know y'all love to hear us yap.
They ain't have nothing better to do on a Friday night.
And I'm about to go harass my mama at her job. Go get some free food.
I'm about to go harass my mama at her job.
Oh, I got a surprise for y'all.
Yeah.
Once we get off here.
Oh, no.
Let's y'all take the poll. We'll see if we
we're going to post the poll.
Maury, could you post
Maury, can you help me? And I'll cash app you. Can you make me a poll? Because God damn it, I don't know what I'm doing on there. Poor me. I message her every time for the most stupidest shit.
And she's like, oh, no, it's great. Without Maury, we'd be done. The show would have ended 6 years ago.
Yeah, join the Discords, please.
Join the Discords. Subscribe to everybody. We'll see you guys at some point next week. Maybe Friday. But
maybe Friday.
You're going to want to come. It is our Christmas episode. And it is the last episode of the season of the year. I don't think you guys are ready for big changes coming next year. But we're excited to bring them to you guys. George, take us out.
Take us out, George. Bye, y'all. Love y'all down.